Yo! Hi, gamers. Hello. It's been so long. Oh my god. Hi. Hi. Sorry for the long starting soon screen. I started the stream. I was like, I'm gonna go upstairs and quickly wash my face and go to the bathroom. And then the bathroom ended up taking longer than expected. But it's fine. We're here now, and that's all that matters. And what would a Kohaku stream be without a long as fuck starting soon screen? Anyway. Anyway. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm also just currently trying to decide whether or not I want to just put on my default background music for you guys while I listen to my own music, or I put on the shadow music and we just listen to that together. I would just do shadow. It'd be easier, right? That way I'm not like humming to a different song, getting distracted mid-story. Probably the best idea here, huh? Here, let me do that. This one, right? Yeah, there we go. And that's not too loud, right, guys? Is that okay? Sing? No. It is not a singing stream. I'm not ready to be demonetized on my first day back. Because when it comes to karaoke streams, you have to be ready to tank that demonetization with a fist to the mouth from YouTube. So I'm shaking up my bottle a bit. Don't mind me. GamerSupps, no longer free shipping worldwide. If you missed it, too bad. I literally was shilling the fuck out of it for a whole week straight. Back to its 10% discount instead. Speaking of things I can shill, though. Anniversary merch is still available! Yummy! Let me grab you guys the link. I can actually just put this on the screen now, huh? I forgot I can do that now. Because I'm doing a Zatsu stream. I'm going to stick it right there and make it stare at you and guilt you into doing it. And by guilt, I mean remind you. Guilt you a little bit. You should buy it. Sorry. There's free shipping? Oh yeah, I do have to update that. Thank you. Merch pre-orders. Bonk. And that. And we'll fully catch up in just a moment. Yeah. The merch is only on sale for 12 more days. Less than 2 weeks left on the merchandise. Okay, guys? Just as a heads up. The sale ends in 11 days and 12 hours. That is a heads up. If you want to have the Kohaku 2nd anniversary merch, the first ever indie merch drop, it is only available for less than 12 days. Less than a week and a half. There's your heads up. More than half of the selling period is gone now. That is your heads up, and I'll be making probably a post on day when there's 10 days left to remind people on like Twitter, and probably gonna ping you guys in the Discord server again. Teehee. Don't mind it. Teehee. But I mean, like, I very, 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 very rarely ping like manually unless it's like something special, which usually there isn't too much. Other than like just the, you know, the automatic ones whenever I go live. But those ones are ones you can sign up for. You don't even have to get those ones. If you aren't like in the Hyouma's role or the Aominian's role, then you won't get that ping, right? If you're just gamers, you don't get that one. But when I ping personally, I just ping gamers, because gamers is like the role for people who properly read the rules and have access to the server. Because if you don't have the gamers role, you don't even have access to the server. Unironically, you have to have that role. So I just ping everybody. Because if I just ping like Hyoumis, then like there's a chunk of the server that won't see it, or just people who don't want to get the live stream notifications that won't see it and have no idea about it, right? And that would kind of suck. And I already ping very rarely in the first place, so I feel like it's an acceptable use of my pinging. I feel like, yup. Wow. All right. Okay, let me update Streamlabs 2 that you pointed out. That's a good idea. Let me do that now before we start our yapping, because I will not remember by the end of stream. Not a chance. Even if you remind me, I won't remember. I keep shaking my bottle while I log into Streamlabs. Give me a second here. I can probably step it down. The mug's so cute, right? I love the mug. That's why I brought it back. I made sure to bring that mug back no matter what, because it was just too damn cute, dude. And I was still really disappointed in the fact that the farm kind of cheaped out on the maker of the mug, the printer, like the one who printed the image on the mug. The mug itself was great. It's just a fine regular ass ceramic mug. But unfortunately, on the two Kohaku mugs that I own from the first ever release of those, they have both faded a lot. They have faded a lot, and it's really disappointing. So it is what it is, right? And I'm really glad I get to re-release it though, and make some new ones for everybody, and then new ones for myself as well. Hold on. Delete the free shipping part. Off. 10% off your purchase. Yep. There we go. Bonk. Save. It has been updated. Yummy! Alright, perfect. Portability. Yeah, they were. I had given them... They'd asked me for a multitude of printers. The farm had originally asked me to send them different printers that would work out. And I sent them various ones around North America that were affordable and known for high quality. But they decided they wanted to go for one that was in Japan, despite being a European branch, and that ended up bumping shipping prices up again. And then also because they went for one of the cheaper options in Japan, unfortunately the quality suffered a bit, where it wasn't dishwasher safe. It was dishwasher safe the first like 5 times, and it wasn't dishwasher safe anymore. I was like, oh, well, it is what it is. Oh, whatever, man. What are you gonna do? But I'm glad I get to re-release it. Yippee for being able to buy all of my, all my stuff, all my rights to everything. Yippee, dude. It's just like the olden days, having to buy your rights. Yay! Capitalism. I need like a despair emote. I need to reset my stream deck. Unfortunately, my stream deck got wiped or something. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. My stream deck got wiped and all my buttons are missing now, and I'm really sad. I gotta reset all my toggles onto my buttons, because I no longer have access to them. I have to manually do my glasses each day. Or at least I remember the key combo for the glasses. But I gotta reset the stream deck with all the images and stuff, so it's easy peasy for me. How you big guy? How was your weekend? I can speak. How was your weekend? I hope you guys had a good weekend. I did. And that's what we're gonna be mainly talking about to start with. We're mainly gonna be talking about my weekend excursion, where I went to Oshi Uplink, a first time VTuber convention. It is its first year running. So I got to experience I guess it's maiden voyage is how you could put it. The first ever variation of it. It was a lot of fucking fun. And I know there were some people in and around my community that were also there. And I was incognito. I was just chilling. Like, I don't really like hide it. I'm pretty not obvious about it either. I feel like I'm such a casually dressing person that I don't stand out at all. So I just chill. I just chill and I wander around and I interact with people. I think the only thing that kind of makes me stand out is that I'm the most average looking guy, like, in places I probably shouldn't be. I'm in places where I probably shouldn't be all the time. People are like, what is he doing in there? And I'm just like, eh. But let me, before I continue talking about my day, again, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm going to be doing my good morning and hellos to everyone in chat, starting with the very first message from chat. But tell me about your weekend, so when I get down there, I can find out. All right. Good morning and welcome in Himiko. Good morning, welcome in Zajawa. Good morning, welcome in Fur Tree. Good morning, welcome in Hammer. Good morning, welcome in Banana. And no, it's not a Batsu. I just felt like talking today. It's my first day back after a long break from traveling, so I thought it would work out. And I was like, you know what? Let's not power wash today. Let's just focus on yappage. I feel like my mind wanders way more during Power Wash, but I kind of want to focus on a single topic today. So I was like, you know what? Let's just talk only. Give it a shot. And I actually have a topic for once. That's the main reason why I don't do like regular Zatsus, is because I really struggle to have a topic or something interesting to talk about, because I feel like I yap randomly so much throughout playing games, like just any game at all, right? I'll be playing fucking Dead by Daylight, and all of a sudden I'll be like, hey guys, you remember that time I told you about the thing that happened to me in middle school, and I did this and I did that, and it's like, I don't even know what fucking stories I've told you guys at this point. It's hard for me to stay on topic, and I'm scared to like say the same story over and over again like some fucking broken record. So I'm like, I don't like doing just chatting Zatsus, bro. I need like something to stimulate my stupid little fucking wrinkly brain. And I say wrinkly, not smooth, because it's got some wrinkles. It catches on stuff. Like the ridges in my skull. And it sticks there and I'm stuck. And I don't know what to talk about. Anyway. Kimmy, good morning. Silent, good morning. Streamlabs, good morning. 07, thanks for the hard work, buddy. Ranny, good morning. Kyoshi, good morning. Juve, good morning. Troy, good morning. Yuki, good morning. Ghost of Mint, good morning. Urban Undead, good morning. Where am I? There I am. It jumped down on me. Oh, did I catch up? Did I catch up? I caught up! Yippee! Good morning, also any lurkers and or VOD viewers. Congratulations, VOD viewers. You got to skip like 12 minutes of just chatting, or fuck, of starting soon screen time, because you're a VOD viewer. Nice. And during that time, I was in the bathroom. It was awesome. We got used to the same story we tell. Okay, dude. All right, dude. All right, man. Excuse me, let me look. My corporal merch fabrics fade or bleed easily. Yeah, I know, right? I heard you say that. Yeah, it really depends on the corpo and like what they specialize in and just how much time they took to prepare XYZ item. Because especially if that item got released in a rush, because, you know, I don't want to say like, I don't want to take devil's advocate and be like, corporation's bad. No, I fucking hate that stance. I think that stance is stupid. I think it's stupid when people do that, because at the end of the day, all you're doing is hurting the people you actually like. Like if you like VTubers who are in like XYZ corpo or any corpo at all, taking the stance of like, oh, corpo's bad, support the streamer, you know, saying corpo bad is actually negatively affecting that streamer. And now they're kind of worried because now like it feels like you're ready to turn against them at any moment because you already don't like their company, or you already don't like companies. So now that person feels like they have to walk on eggshells around you as a viewer, because it's like, oh shit, you say one wrong thing, like, I was right, corpos are all bad, despite like being their fan for XYZ time, you know? It's like, ah, it's kind of a scary thing to have written. Like, I don't think all corpos are bad. There are bad practices. There's malpractice, obviously. There's bad things that happen in corpos, but at the end of the day, I think people have to realize that it's a job. It's a job. Right? And the jobs with corpos are so fucking lenient with their rules because they can't really afford to just to fire you for your mistakes like a normal job could. Even though you break the rules or you do something bad that's like clearly written in the contract, hey, don't do this or we'll fire you, and you do it anyway because you're a little fucking young baby boy who's never had a real job before, and you're like, breaks rules, and then you don't get punished for it because they literally can't. Because there'll be a massive community backlash, because to protect you and to protect their branding, they can't exactly explicitly write out what happened. And then if they do explicitly write out what happens, people go, you threw them under the bus! Ah! And then if you don't tell them what happens, you go, you won't be open and transparent with us! Ah! You can't fucking win, right? Because no matter what, the community wants to just like fight and punch and like believes that their favorite streamer is an angel. In reality, we're all just little fucking freaks, right? So I don't like the stance of like people disliking corpos, because it's not really fair. Because there are people in corpos that are obviously just there for the money, or well, what little money there is. And I don't know, just there for the sake of being there, not people that are passionate. But there are some people that are incredibly passionate about it. Like, for example, my ex-manager, Toto, or Tom, is a phenomenally passionate and hardworking person. Like, he is so fucking amazing what he does. It was really cool because I actually talked to his boss this weekend. I'll talk about that later, but I actually met and talked to his boss, like the head manager of the agency that he's currently working with. I was so happy when I found out that he's working with another VTuber agency now, because he is genuinely the most passionate person, like on the managerial side, management side, managerial, is that a word? Management side that I've met. As somebody himself who hasn't come from a streaming background, because I feel like some managers, at least if I were to be a manager one day, I'd come from like the streamer background, right? Of having a lot of experience, knowing a lot of people, XYZ. For him coming into it, with, I don't believe he had streaming experience, if I remember correctly. He is so passionate about it and like helping out like newer VTubers or experienced VTubers and just making their life easier and like thinking of these new cool ideas and be like, hey, I worked on this thing for you. By the way, you didn't ask me to do this, but I like found this sponsorship that I thought would be really cool for you. And he's like such an amazing person, despite the fact he was like working so hard at the farm with us, because he had to manage way too many fucking people. He had to manage way too many people, and it was just like not really fair to him. It was overwhelming. Like, I can't imagine trying to work hard for like double digits of people. Like, it stretches you too thin, right? You can't like do an amazing job if you have to do a billion things. Whereas if you give them like, if you give someone 5 things to do, they're gonna do so amazing and be the best at it. But you give them like 30 or 40 things, there's no way of them to like handle that, right? They can do some of them really good, but some things are gonna get left behind, some things are gonna get forgotten because it's not possible, right? At the end of the day. Yeah. But yeah, he's an amazing guy, and I got to talk to his boss over the weekend, which was cool. Sorry, I went on a tangent there. Cozy weekend. Nice. That's good. It was a good weekend. I'm glad to hear that. Doing good. Weather is -10. That's not bad for where you live. Yeah, the weather was actually decent over the weekend too. It was threatening to rain like all weekend, and I think the only time it rained was one time me and some friends were jumping into an Uber to get to the airport. Because what we were doing was we would get a ride from the hotel or wherever we were. We'd go to the airport, and then we would take the airport tram from Toronto, like the Toronto airport tram, to downtown Toronto. Because that would cost like $9 instead of spending, and it's still like a 30-40 minute trip, sure, but that costs like $9, and if you got the hotel like free ride, like the little hotel shuttle, that was free, and you take the $9 tram to downtown Toronto, that'll save you like $60. Because if you try to take like an Uber from like where the hotel for the convention was all the way to downtown Toronto, it's gonna cost you like $50 or $60 because it's like a 40-minute ride. And not many people want to take it, right? It saves you fucking crazy money. Hoping to find Kohaku merch. Yeah, you're not gonna find that. I'm sorry, brother. I'm way too small of a VTuber, and I wasn't actively guesting there. Because some merchandisers, or some I guess artists, yeah, it's the best way to put it. Some artists will go to their way to make like small like stickers or something, even if they've never heard of the VTuber or know nothing about them. If they're actively guesting at the convention, they'll make like little stickers or like cheap little baby charms or something, like tiny little charms of them. That way, if their fans are there, they can pick something up, and then they kind of have an advantage over other art sellers, for example. Because if it is like a smaller creator, sure, you are catering to a smaller audience of fans, but that specific audience of fans is going to be very, very excited to see merch of their Oshi or of the person that they came to see at the con, right? So it's actually really, really good marketing that you just make even something small of every single member that's there. I mean, obviously it's not super realistic to like say you're going to make a little piece of merchandise of every single VTuber there, but like to have like a sticker or something small, it could mean the world to that VTuber, but also to their fans who are there to see them. And while you aren't explicitly there to see one person, usually when you go to a convention, if you do go to see them at their like meet and greet or their concert or whatever they're doing, it is like such like a Because I remember Otakuthon last year, there was a table who had like a merch table that, excuse my voice cracking there, that had a bunch, like so many VTuber stickers, like 100 plus VTuber stickers. And they basically just, whenever they would go to a con, whenever they'd table for a con, they would draw a sticker in the same style of every single VTuber guest there. So that was the first time ever that I got Kohaku fan merch. And I bought 2 of them. No, I bought 3, because I bought one for Miel too at that time, because that was the year she was here. And there was also Miel merch, which was a little sticker, same as my sticker. So I have a little Miel sticker that I got her to sign, and a little Kohaku sticker up on my wall next to each other. It's very, very precious to me. It's my first ever fan merch, like ever, which is really cool. Whew. Excuse me. Too normal for this crowd? Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. Excuse me. Oh shit, sorry, I'm like really behind on chat right now because I'm a yapper. I'm literally 10 minutes behind on chat. So new messages, I apologize. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. Oshi Uplink was lit for its first event. Did a good job. I agree. I feel like Oshi Uplink did an amazing job for the resources they had, because I also got to speak with the organizers of Oshi Uplink over the weekend. And that's why I was saying, like, bro, I'm too normal to be like in the crowd that I am. I was literally talking with CEOs and like head managers at companies. Like, I'm too normal for this fucking crowd, dude. Like, I don't belong here. But like, they're really chill about it. And I guess I just treat everyone like a normal person, so they're very like happy to talk to me. Like, I don't try to like kiss ass or anything. But I was literally talking to the head CEO and like the runner, the people who organized and ran the convention over the weekend. I literally talked to them multiple times and like could like recognize them and point them out now. Yeah, he's ignoring me. I'm not ignoring you. Oh, yeah, he's not ignoring me. Yeah, sorry. I thought you said, yay, he's ignoring me, because I missed the nod. Because I see like the tiny chat on my OBS, because I have OBS on the side here. And I can see the tiny chat on screen, but it's so tiny my eyes are bad, I can't read. But yeah, I was like talking to them, and they seem very, very passionate about it. Interestingly enough, one of the head organizer guy who like funded most of Oshi Uplink hasn't even been to Offkai before, and he's like, yeah, I really need to go this year, huh? And me and a collective group of people who are talking to him actively at the time are like, yes, you do. Because you can go there, talk with them, and you can learn from their mistakes, but also from their successes. Because there were mistakes, obviously, along the road. They've been out for 3-4 years. You can't expect there not to be any escapes, right? Or mistakes. You have to be able to, that's the whole point of success. You have to fail to succeed. That's just kind of how life works. And if you succeed the first few times, that's awesome. You're going to fail eventually as you improve. Because there's no way to really improve without failing along the way. That's just how it is. All right, let me catch up. Sorry, I was like way behind. I went to a concert. I saw your Oshikatsu pictures, and you duct taped me to a wall. Kimmy, I want you to know when you posted that picture of me duct taped to a wall and I replied with it, oh, what the hell? I was actively out at dinner with like 20 VTubers, and I showed them, and they're all like, yeah, it's a good place for you. And I was like, man, what the fuck? There's people watching an anime called Kusunoki Garden of Gods. Ooh, that sounds familiar. Sounds very familiar. I need to start watching anime. I actually started watching anime. No, I'm going to start watching anime again probably this week. Because I love anime. I'm very passionate about it, but I just haven't been taking the time to watch it recently and just sit down and enjoy it. For like 2 or 3 seasons, I think, I haven't properly been watching anime, and I'm way behind on shows I actually want to watch. And it kind of kicked me in the butt the other day because I was reading a manga that I like, and I saw like when I opened the new chapter of it that released like the other day, it said like, oh, here's the first key visual for the anime releasing this fall. And I was like, there's gonna be an anime, oh my god! And I got really excited. I was like, man, I need to catch up. Fuck. Rira! Hi, Rira. How are you? Hello, very cute pink dragon. How are you? Wait, you're a dragon, right? Oh, fuck. Am I throwing? Double check. Hold up. I'm not throwing, am I? Dragon. Yes! I knew you were a dragon. I fucking knew it. Sorry. I was scared for a second that I was wrong. Hi Flames Boy, how are you? Hope you're doing well. My son is so powerful. He is. He worked really hard. To be fair, he only started working, Toto only started working with us probably about halfway through my time at the farm, but he was a really good guy. He works really hard. Like, I genuinely have so many praises for him, and I was absolutely fucking glazing the fuck out of him to his boss because I like him a lot, and I thought it was really funny. Hi Moon, welcome in. How are yaps? Good. What merch do you get by? Oh, I can talk about that in a little bit too. I'm gonna wait till the end though, because I have so much to talk about still. You're the convention area for dinner each night? Don't want to go back and forth to downtown Toronto? We liked going downtown. Specifically, I liked going downtown because I had friends from like far away visiting. Like my friend who was visiting, for example, that I was staying with, they came in from BC, and they wanted to like go to actual downtown Toronto because they'd never been before. So we went down and we explored. Like literally the day I arrived, they met me at a train, like the main train station where the hotel shuttle gets off, just so it was easy to meet each other. And then we went out for food right away. That was the first thing we did. It was awesome. He hates us, dude. I'm getting there. Relax, man. I'm getting there. And you and me on my list. Yippee! Yeah, I think just in general, if people are guesting at a convention, it's the best idea ever is just to make like a sticker or something of them. Even if you don't know them and it's like their first con appearance, even if they're not famous, they're a small VTuber, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, sure, you might not make many sales on it, but the fact that, and the best thing is, right, you can like, say you print 50 stickers of that VTuber, just because you have those, and even if you don't sell them at that con, doesn't mean you can't bring them to another con. They will eventually all sell. That's just how it is, man. You can just bring them to the next con you go to, and then they're just fucking stickers. What? Like, they're not gonna take up that much room, bro. You can fit like 1,000 of those motherfuckers in a goddamn bag, and they take up no room in your baggage at all. Like, it's fine. You can put them out. It's easy, right? You can't read his glasses on? It's true. The pre-orders to what date? There's 11 days left. There's 11 days left. 11 days and 11 hours left on the pre-order sales. Yes. Our VTuber con's doing well. Yeah! Hi, Sisame. Welcome in. Yeah, the con did really well, I believe. For its first year, did amazing. Explains a few things. I forget what you're referencing by explains a few things. Hyouma said Oshi uplink? Yes, there were. I don't think there was people who were explicitly like my like fans or like, oh, Kohaku my Oshi, but like people who watch me or are at least, I guess, semi-active in my community, or at least actively interacting with people who are active in my community, like people who are like, what's the word? Oomphs. They're oomphs on Twitter, right? That I've seen interact with each other. I know we're there. And because of seeing pictures of them like posting themselves at meet and greets, for example, with VTubers, I recognize them. I definitely seen them because it was a small con. If you were at that con, most likely you did pass me. You just didn't know it because it was a small as fuck con. It was very small, but it felt very reminiscent of, I think the best way to describe it was that I believe the first year of Oshi Uplink felt incredibly reminiscent of the first year of Offkai. I actually want to check something. How many attendees were there at the first ever Offkai? First ever Offkai Expo held in 2022 had 714 attendees. There were 714 attendees at Offkai. In contrast, I believe there were over 4,000 attendees for Oshi Uplink this year. For its first ever run, it had more attendees than Offkai had on its first run. That's exactly why it felt like Offkai, because it was similar. 4,000? No. 1,000. I had 1,000. I had 1,000. 4 digits. Did I say 4? I'm sorry. I meant to say 4 digits, and I said 1,000. I'm so sorry. My bad. My misspeak. But it had over 1,000 people for its first ever run. My apologies. Yeah, it was about 1,000 people, I believe. Because when I was talking to the organizer, like I said, I believe he said there was over like 1,000 tickets sold, which is pretty fucking cool. Because I did ask about that. I was curious. So compared to Offkai's first year, Oshi Uplink actually had more attendees, which is pretty interesting. I mean, obviously they wouldn't have been that successful without Offkai existing, though. I feel like if the predecessor Offkai didn't exist, Oshi Uplink would not have been nearly as successful. So it definitely owes its success to Offkai as well. I mean, obviously they did a great job, in my opinion, promoting it and getting the word out and like running the event, etc., etc. But without Offkai, it wouldn't have been nearly as successful. So I am very glad, though, because I genuinely do believe, from talking with the people running it and just my own experiences there, that they will have a year 2 and it'll be more successful and larger, which will be awesome. And they've definitely learned a lot this year from what I heard, because even after the con, I was still talking to people who were involved in it, like the night after, which is really cool. It was really neat just to be like involved in it, kind of, without, I'm just some little fucking guy, but people would also talk to me because I was knowledgeable about shit. I've just been in the community for so long and I've done so much shit. Unironically, they actually saw me and they were like, oh, hey man. Oh yeah, about this and that. So this happened and that happened. I'm like, oh, okay, have you tried doing this instead? Or like, oh, that's really interesting. Or like, oh shit, that sucks. Like whatever, right? And they just came and told me about stuff, which was like, oh damn, I think they just needed to vent. I think when something bad happened, they just needed somebody to vent to. And they saw me and they're like, oh, all right, come here, you little fucker. Come here, white boy. And they vented to me and it was kind of funny. Make business connections? Yes and no, because I didn't hand out any business cards because I was very incognito, so I didn't make any. I really should make business cards, but if I do make business cards, do I make them for Kohaku or do I make them for Aomi? Oh, I should do a half and half card, dude. I should do a half card where it's like got a slice down the middle and one half is like a cool art of Kohaku and art is a cool thing of Aomi. I should commission that. I should commission art like that where it's a cool like slash down the middle of Kohaku and Aomi next to each other, like staring at each other like they're about to fight or something, and then on the back have my actual like business information there. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be really fucking smart. Fuck, I have to do that now, don't I? Oh, I have to do that, don't I? Fuck! Damn, that's a good idea. Let me write that shit down. Hold on. Ripping off that page I don't need anymore. All right, hold on. Let me write it on my piece of paper. To-do list. To-do list. Underline. I do need to do this. I need things to catch up on, but that'll be the first thing I add, and I'll go through all my other stuff and add it later. Commission art for business cards. Bracket Kohaku and Aomi. Wow, that's the worst and symbol I've ever wrote in my life. Holy moly. Fix that. There we go. Like cat slash cat. I'm like doing a little drawing to like show what I want it. There we go. Nice. Here's my Twitter handle. Nah, dude. Nah, it's more fun to have a business card to give to people, because giving people business cards or like getting business cards from VTubers is so fun. I have a collection. of VTuber business cards that I've been collecting over the years, dude. It is really thick. It is a thick stack of cards. I'll show you how thick my stack of cards is next time when we do our hand cam stream, because I do owe you guys a hand cam stream. I'll show you how thick my stack of cards and how thick my stack of ribbons is. So when I go to Offkai or I go to conventions where they give out those ribbons that you can stick to your badge, I never stick them to my badge because I don't aesthetically like how it looks to have shit hanging off my badge. I'd rather collect them. So I collect them and I bring them home with me. And I have them all on my right next to me over here. I'm like pointing with my hand, like you can see my hands moving right over here. I have them all on my my shelf. I need to buy a bigger shelf so I can have 2 shelves, but like 1 big one. I'm completely running out of room. But I have like a giant squishmallow. I have like a big fat-headed fuck, like white cat squishmallow. And I stuffed him in. So he's like ass first, stuffed him into the second shelf. So his big fat face is just sticking out, but he sits really well because I stuffed him in there well. And his 2 little front paws are just sticking out too. And under his right paw is all my VTuber business cards and like some other cards that are like business cards relating to VTubers. And under his left paw is all my ribbons. And they're like, think of the amount I have as like platform shoes. They're like an inch or 2 platform shoes under each of his little paws for business cards and like ribbons I've collected over the years. Over like 3 or 4 years now. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Let me take a sip of. Hey, some people do their own violations. Like not attacking the people, time people. Yeah, exactly. They did open like a feedback form as well, and I think it's been pretty good. Better do it. I kind of want to, yeah. And don't have business cards? Yes. I just go there to have fun, dude. I just go there to have fun. Like, whenever I go to a con, I'm generally like, as a VTuber, if I'm guesting, then Kohaku's going there on business. But me, the person behind Kohaku, is going there to have fun. I'm there to like see my friends, buy merchandise, and fangirl about VTubers. That's the reason I'm there. Like, if I just wanted to do business, like I just wanted to do like my like appearances, like my meet and greets and my panels and stuff, I wouldn't bother going in person. I would just do it online. Because, I mean, why would I have to go in person for that? I'm a VTuber. Right? But what, like my VTuber, Kohaku or Aomi, would go there on business, right? But me, the person behind them, just wants to chill out and have fun. Because it's like the one, like maybe the, I don't go out much, bro. I live in the middle of nowhere, so there's not a whole lot for me to do in the first place. If I do want to go somewhere, it's a long travel for me. Even going to Oshi Uplink was like well, I wouldn't say several, but like quite a few hours, quite a lot of hours of travel one way. I'm going there to have fun. I'm going there to like participate in meet and greets for VTubers and like see them and say hi to them, or like on their meet and greets, or go to their panels or watch their concerts. I was at quite a few of the concerts. If you went to the concerts at Oshi Uplink, I was probably in the crowd with you. How many would you keep on you? Quite a few. I'd definitely keep a handful. Where'd you keep them? In my pocket. In my pocket. Your thing in my country's cons? Yeah. You know, sticking them? How do you even stick them? There's like a, it's like got like a, at the top of the sticker, like on the back side of the stick, or not the sticker, on the top side of the ribbon, on the back side, like the top and the back, there's like an adhesive strip that you can like peel off. You like peel off the little adhesive strip like you would a sticker, right? You like peel the back off a sticker. It's the same idea. You do that and you just stick it. It's just like a semi-strong adhesive. And it just sticks to the bottom of your patch. Or then you can stick the sticker to, or not the sticker, you can stick the ribbon to another ribbon. Why do they do it? I don't know. People like collecting them or showing off how many they have. I saw some guy wearing one like a sash and it was kind of funny. But I'd probably keep a good handful of them on me to like hand out whenever. And I would just shove them in my pocket, bro. My pockets are always full. I'm blessed as a man. As a man, we are blessed with deep as fuck fat pockets in our clothing at all times. Women, I'm so sorry that you apparently aren't allowed to have pockets. And your pockets are just aesthetic because y'all can barely fit a fucking finger in there. It's crazy. Why are your pockets built like that, dude? That's so stupid. Buy men's clothes. Fuck it, dude. Just buy men's clothes. Trust. It'll work out. Men will find that hot anyway. Like, you're fine. And you'll find it hot anyway. Because goddamn, women in men's clothes, that's appealing to both men and women. Like, and yourself, probably. You style it well. Damn. Anyway. Hi, Frog. Did you had fun? Yeah, I did. But yeah, in my pocket throughout the whole weekend, my left pocket had my wallet. It had my chapstick. It had my glasses cleaner. It had my There was something else. Glasses cleaner, wipe, chapstick, wallet, headphones, like my little ear pod things, and the charger for it, the mobile charger. And then I feel like there was something else in my left pocket. I don't remember what. And if I ever got anyone's card, I shoved it in my left pocket too. And my right pocket just had my phone. I only put my phone in my right pocket. That way it doesn't get scratched or anything. I mean, it's like got scratch-proof film and shit on it, but even so. Makes it easier because I always pull my phone out a lot. Where my left pocket, I'm barely pulling things out. Unless I'm actively walking into Artist Alley, then I'll put my wallet in my right pocket too. That way, when I'm pulling shit out of my pockets, I don't pull everything out by accident. You really want to know the reason? I don't know what the reason is. Is it supposed to be like just style or something? Or... Oh, actually, no, I'm pretty sure the reason why they don't have clothing, it's a business ploy to make you buy purses, right? Isn't that what it was? It's to make it so that women have to buy purses. Which is really fucked up. That's kind of fucked up. Capitalism. A little fucked up. Wait, I'm still gonna buy a fucking fanny pack if I want to. Fanny packs, fuck you, man. Fanny packs are sick, alright? I usually just wear a backpack or a fanny pack or something. I don't care, dude. I don't care. I'll carry my shit around. Whatever, man. Alright. Wow. Shall we start actually talking about my experiences now? I've just been kind of yapping since then and like teasing what I want to talk about. I have photos on my phone too that I'm going to use to like... I'm not going to show the photos just in case they like accidentally show something. But I'm just going to use them as my own mental reference as to what I did that day. Alright, so... I started my trip up to where the con area was. And the first thing I did was meet up with a friend I had never gotten to actually meet in person before. I will keep who I'm meeting in every story, like every single story I tell, even if they are like public about the fact that they went somewhere. I'm going to keep it vague. I'm going to say they, them, guy or girl, doesn't matter. I'm going to say they, them. I like to keep my stories vague because it just kind of protects me and them. If for some reason, like say for example, they accidentally got themselves doxxed, right? Like at the convention. That protects me because I don't specify who it was, right? And then also if I accidentally got doxxed, that protects them, right? Because if they were with me, then I don't want to give that away, right? And if I were the one who accidentally got doxxed, back like, you know, it's give and take, right? Yeah. First are either stolen, I need to buy and replace everything, or that, yeah, or the purse only fits like one color or some shit. So stupid. So I'm gonna keep it very they them. Like your curves, pockets just stick out, as I understand. Oh, I see. I see. Good thing I don't have curves. I mean, I actually am hourglass shaped, which is kind of funny. Anyway, besides the point. Let me sip on my water and we'll get yapped. Let me use my inhaler and sip on my water. Hold on. Inhaler first. All right. Wow. So the first thing I did was I did my big long travel and I had like a snack for breakfast so I could take my medicine, but I didn't really have anything too big. And my friend was kind of in the same boat because I was meeting them for the first time ever, which was really cool. They're someone who I've known for probably close to several years now. But they've always lived on the opposite side of the country, or like on the opposite side of like the I actually guess it's the continent, huh? Other side of the continent of the Americas. So we never actually gotten to meet before. So it was really, really cool experience to get to see them. We met in person. The first thing we did was give each other a big hug. And then we were like, all right, food time. And we're like, what do you want? And we were both indecisive because I'm like, I'm down for whatever. Because I can come to Toronto anytime and eat. Is there anything you want to eat there? And they're like, no. I'm like, all right, dude, thanks. You want to go for Korean? They're like, oh yeah. And so I just like looked up. I literally just looked up like Korean places nearby on my phone. And there was like this one that was like a 15-minute walk away. And it looked like a really small shop. Like, it didn't look like a chain, didn't look like a big restaurant. It just looked like something that was like a small poppin', like mom and pop shop. And I love those types of restaurants a lot, like places that are really small. They just like specialize in a few things rather than like having a bunch of things or being like a big fancy restaurant for sitting in. But we went to this little mom and pop shop, and it looks like they kind of specialized in like takeout, because if you went inside, unironically, I think you had enough, like, the way to think of how their little restaurant was set up was that you walk inside the door off the street, you open the door, and directly in front of you, like 3 feet, is the way the staff get in and out from behind the kiosk. The kiosk was, you had like maybe 4 feet of like standing room behind you, like forward and back, and then to the right of the door, you had like a good like 12 feet, maybe like 15 feet to the right, and nothing on your left. So you just kind of walked down the kiosk, essentially, or like the counter, rather. And then behind that was the big open window, to like seeing out the front, so you could like look in or look out. And at that window was the only seating. There were 3 benches, or there was a bench, like a sitting bench, where you had three stools, and like a chest height bench thing that you could put your food on and eat there. There was only 3. It was a shop only meant for 3 people to eat in at a time. But they specialized in takeout, for sure. And then, so me and my friend ate there. We ordered different, like, food. I got the... It was so fucking good. I got this Korean beef noodles. I think it was, like, kimbap or something. No, it wasn't kimbap. It was, shit, I can't remember what it was called exactly. I can't remember Korean names for stuff. I'm sorry. But it's like it was like these big, thick, like, udon noodles. In this very nice, like beef glaze sauce and not gravy, but like this nice glaze, and it had like really good umami to it, and it had like a little bit of vegetables in it, like some broccoli, like some fresh baby broccolis. The taste was just like this really kind of meaty, savory, but like a little bit tangy to it. It was so fucking good, dude. It was amazing. Hi, chicken, welcome in. But it was so amazing. And my friend got something similar, but they got like thinner noodles than me. But dude, it was so fucking good. We were having such a good time just like nom 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 nomming on it. By the time we had finished eating, we wandered back. We looked at the time and we're like, okay, so if we travel back now, because I believe the con was opening for on Friday, because the convention itself was actually on Saturday and Sunday only. Unlike a lot of cons where it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Oshi Uplink was Saturday, Sunday only. And they were opening up, like, you could go pick up your con badges on Friday from like 4:30 to 7 or something. I don't know, somewhere around there. And we're like, okay, if we head back now, we can check in at the hotel and then, you know, hang out for a bit, and then we will go down and get our badges. And we're like, okay. So we headed back. We got our food, we walked back, we just chatted the whole way. It was fun. It was really fun just to talk to them in person for the first time. I'm like, I think I'm more of a, how do I explain it? I would like to think that when I'm online, I'm very yappy and I say like random stupid shit to try to make people laugh quite often. Like, I'm a very reactionary humor person, so when I'm in person and I don't really have a lot of, like, reactionary things to go off of, aka, like, games or something, I don't talk as much, and I'm not as whimsical in real life. I'm very much, like, not a super whimsical person, which is kind of sad, I guess, but also it's just how I am, so it is whatever. Like, I don't mind people are being whimsical, but I also am just, like, sometimes I think it's fun to play the devil's advocate and be a bit of, like, a buzz. Like a bit of a buzzkill, not like a complete buzzkill, but a tiny bit, just to like make a joke, just to like pound a joke, right? If like one person is the bounce off the walls, like ha ha ha, wah, 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 and I'm just like I'm like the one who keeps it grounded so that we don't actually get in any fucking trouble. I'm like, all right, come on, come here, relax, get back on your fucking backpack leash, you fucking animal. Like I'm like the one that keeps it grounded a bit more, but I still know how to make things fun, right? Like I don't ruin the fun, but I do keep it somewhat lawful, at least. So we got back to the hotel. Luckily, in the main train station, there was a place where you could like drop off your luggage. So we had dropped off our luggage there before going out, picked it back up, no issue. jumped on the little tram, went back to the airport, and from the airport we took an Uber to the hotel. Where I checked in, nice and easy. It was so easy to check in. It was awesome. I literally just went up to the desk. I'm like, hi, check in for Kohaku Hyouma. Real name Kohaku Hyouma, doxing right now. And they're like, oh, okay, yep. Check in this day, check out that day. I'm like, yep. And check out's at noon, right? They're like, yep. I'm like, okay. You see ID? I'm like, yep. Threw my ID at them. Had my ID and my credit card already ready. Just slapped them on the table. I'm like, there you go. Like, okay. Checked me in. Bam. Done. Easy. Easiest check-in of my life. Literally took like a minute. It was awesome. I love competent staff. I love working with competent hotel staff. It took 1 minute to check me in. I was like, awesome. All right. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the credit card reward points for letting me pay your safety fee that I'm going to get back for free after this week. Thank you for like taking $500 out of my out of my like credit card, because that just means I got a fuckload of points. Even if you do give me the money back afterwards, I still get to keep those points. The reward points on my card. So thank you. Thank you. My favorite. I already paid for the hotel. It's my favorite to go to a hotel and then pay like the fucking safety fee, because I know I'm gonna take good care of the room. I clean the room myself. I don't even get housekeeping, bro. I clean the room myself during the weekend. I will like make my bed, put up like fold the towels up all nice. I'll ask for like extra towels and shit just to like make sure, and like extra pillows. But like I'll do everything myself, bro. I don't want to have to, because I feel bad making hotel staff like clean my stuff. I know it's their job, but I don't like making them do it each day. And also I feel obligated to tip them if they do it while I'm there. And I'm broke. But also I like to have my merchandise out, so I come back each day and I can look at my little table of merchandise and be like, oh yeah, okay, I bought this and this. Make sure I don't buy the same thing twice. I like having my merchandise out where I can see it, like on across a table, so that I can like see what I bought. That way I don't accidentally buy the same thing like twice. Because like you buy something, you go to artist alley and buy something, you're sometimes there for like hours, and sometimes you'll forget what you bought the day before, because during that day you go out for lunch, you go to the artist alley, you go to a panel, you go to a concert, you go to dinner, you go for here, you go out for drinks, you come back home, you don't remember what the fuck you bought at artist alley if you put it away already. You don't fucking remember, especially when you wake up the next morning with a tiny hangover. You don't fucking remember. So I like having my stuff out, and I don't want like the staff to like have to clean around all my shit, right? My area is usually clean. Like all my clothes are kept like in my area. Like I will take off my clothes. Any clothes that I wore, I have like these large Ziploc bags, like super, super large. Like, well, they're not Ziploc, but they're like, when I think of Ziploc, I think of like the specific brand, but they're like big bags meant for clothing. We can like zip across and seal them. So any dirty clothes go into that bag and get sealed. Especially like underwear and like socks and stuff get sealed in there, so it doesn't like mix back in with the clean laundry. And then I just like put it back in the bag, right? So my area is like perfectly clean except for where I put my merch. But anyway, we check into the hotel, very easy, awesome. We put all our stuff out, we go put our bathroom stuff in the bathroom. We hang out, and we literally, it was so funny, we both sat down and we just started playing our like respective games we like. They started playing Lads and I started playing Umusume, and we just chilled and we're like, hey, look at this. Oh my god, look at that. They made me design their fucking favorite Lads boy, bro. I was like, oh my god. Apparently you can dress them, and this motherfucker has dropped way too much money in the game, so they have a billion outfits, and so I had to dress their favorite boy for them. So I did that. And then, let me sip my water. And then I played Uma, and then we were chatting, and we were like looking at the schedule of stuff that we wanted to do. And we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do first the next day, and just kind of planning things out, and then talking about what we wanted to do for dinner tonight, and et cetera, et cetera. And then we're like, okay, so the registration to like go down and like pick up your con badge starts now. Let's not go yet. And we're like, yeah, let's not go yet, because there's gonna be like a fucking line of people who all lined up before it's opened, and there's gonna be like a bunch of people there. And we're like, you know what, we're not gonna do that. Let's just wait an hour, and then we'll go down when the line's definitely gone by that point. And we were so right. We waited like an hour and a half, and then there was like no line. There was like one person in line ahead of us. We're like, okay, great. Walked up, got our badges. I think it was so funny to like give them the like the scan the badge thing, right? and like have them like scan the QR code and be like, and they're like, are you this? Are you this name? And I'm like, yeah, that's me, John Cena. Like, oh, okay. And then they got to my friend, they're like, are you this? And their name was literally just a fucking meme. Their name was the name they put on their badge was a random fucking meme. Because they also were incognito. I'm like, god damn it, dude. For fuck's sakes. Well, we went down, we got our badges, it was chill, and we're like, okay, awesome. And we kind of just like wandered around the area where the con was gonna happen and like looked at the schedule. Like, okay, this is happening here at this time. This is gonna be happening here at this time. Artist Alley opens here at this time. And we're just kind of like getting a feel for it. And it wasn't like a huge area, so it was pretty easy to like walk up and down the hallway and be like completely understanding what's happening in like 5 minutes. It was pretty simple. I really do hope they get a bigger venue next year though, because if they do expand past 1,000 people, like registrations or attendees, that's not a big enough place at all. They literally outgrew their first venue on the first year, which is pretty fucking amazing. We did our wander around a little bit. Oh, I didn't mean to put my hands there. My bad. I hit a button. I saw a fur, like a little cat fuzz on my keyboard. I went to go grab it, and I accidentally hit my button. Oh, well. My God, is it getting hot in here? Is it just me? Ugh. Sorry. I remember what button my jacket was. Oh, shit. I'm typing in chat with my number buttons. Fuck. All right, whatever. Sorry. That's so fucking stupid. Whatever. Did our little wander around, and then then we went back to the room and just hung out again, and we were just talking about what we want to do at the con. No, actually, for a while there, we actually just hung out in the lobby, because we were waiting to meet up with a friend, and then we met up with some friends and talked with them for a little bit, said hi, and I introduced my friend that I was staying with to them, and got them to meet each other, and it turns out one of my other friends is also like a huge Lads fan, so they like were squealing and having a great time talking about their favorite Lads guy, and apparently their favorite Lads guy was the same one, so they immediately became like such good friends so fast. And I was just kind of sitting there watching. I felt like I was in a cuck chair while they talked about sexy Lads men, and I was like, all right, that's my friend, you know. That's also my friend, you know. What the fuck, man? Just watch them. I'm too good at like making people friends. I feel like everyone that I become friends with is generally a pretty good person. And then I'm like, okay, this person would probably get along with this person. I introduce them and they become better friends than I am with them. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Man. Wait, focus on Lads stuff? Yeah. There was a couple with Lads merchandise, and my friend bought every single item. I wish I was joking. Love and Deep Space? Yes. They bought every single item that was available of Lad stuff. Unless they'd already had that stuff before, like they ordered it online from the same seller. They ordered every single piece. I was like, bro? How deep that wallet, though? You want to pay for dinner tonight? And they're like, okay. I was like, ah! Anyway. Look at this sip. Whenever I talk this much, my throat gets sore. Sorry. BL Enjoyer? Yeah, they are, very much. Sorry. But anyway, introduced friends to each other, and they met, and they got along, and that was cool. And then, because I just met that friend for the first time, we wanted to just, like, spend more time together. So we went back upstairs, and they were working for a bit, because they had some work to catch up on. Despite the fact this friend was literally on vacation, they were in calls with their manager and like other things. And they're not a VTuber either. So like, I don't want you to like, be like, oh, but yeah, no, they're not a VTuber actually. They like work in the sphere, if that makes sense, but they aren't a VTuber. They were kind of just doing their own thing, and they had like work. So I was literally just sitting there quietly while they were on their call that I wasn't supposed to listen to. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the bathroom while you do this. They're like, thank you. I'm like, all right. And I just stood there in the bathroom like, well, now what? Now what? I'm gonna drop a factoid real quick because I think it's kind of funny. That friend, speaking of lads, and I was telling you how we played our respective lads, or like, or not respective lads, our respective like gacha games. Take a guess how much money they spent on lads gacha last year. Guess a number. Guess a number. I can guarantee you're not gonna get it right. Pick a random number. None of you are even close. Higher. 10K? Higher. Not 50. 100K, not 100K. They spent $18,000 USD on lads in 1 year. If I had that kind of money to spend on a gacha game in 1 year, I would have paid off my fucking mortgage by now. Fuck! On what? On Love and Deep Space. In 1 year, they spent that much on it. In-game on merch too. In-game only. The merch stuff would have costed even more. So they also buy merch items, like IRL stuff, and they have a shrine for each boy, except for the one they hate. They looking for a sugar baby? That's what I said! Yep. Hey man, if you have money, like an excess of money, and you want to use it on that, go for it, dude. If you have your excess of money where you've already paid your bills, you put money into a savings account, you can afford everything, and you have that excess of money, do whatever you want with it. Do what you want with it, man. Do what makes you happy. Excuse me. So I can't even judge him for it, because I'm like, you know what, dude? If I had a ridiculous amount of money, I'd probably be spending it like that too. What are you even doing, lads? I don't know. All I know is I dressed up their boy. I made him look good in suspenders. Yeah. But that's the random factoid of my friend. Where were we? Oh yeah, so we just hung out for a little bit. Well, they worked. I went out and wandered a bit because I was looking for another friend. And then when I came back, they were done working, and then we went out for food. And there was a nearby Montana's, and I didn't really want to go to Montana's because I don't really care for like chain restaurants at all. I find them to be pretty low quality. So it was like literally across the road from us. We went out for Montana's. And I actually have, that reminds me, I have to go write a bad review. I'm gonna go be a fucking Karen and write a bad review about that fuck-ass Montana's. Dude, that pissed me off. So anyway, they come by. It's not even full, bro. It wasn't even a full restaurant. There was like empty seats, and like the seats that were full had like, it'd be like a bench seat, right? Or not a bench, but like a booth where you could have like 4 people comfortably and like 5 or 6 if you squeezed. And there'd be like 2 people in it, right? So it wasn't like a busy night at all. And it was a Friday, I think. Was it Montana's? It's like a chain restaurant. It's a chain restaurant. But it was close by, and we didn't want to travel again because it was late. But we went there, made our order, got our drinks, and we sat there. We had our drinks, and we were waiting and waiting and waiting for our food order. What do they sell? Meat. I don't know. I don't know. It's better to Google it. I've never been there. This was my first time being there. Google would help you better than I could. I've never been there before because I don't like chain restaurants, so I never go to them. The drink was good. The drink was good at least. Me and my friend actually both got it. We got strawberry daiquiris. We got frozen strawberry daiquiris together, and they were good. I got a double daiquiri, which was like a double shot of liquor, and they just got a regular one. And then the food came out looking good, I guess, but it was very mid. I don't know how you fuck up. I don't know how you can possibly fuck up glazing onions. How do you fuck up glazing onions? A barbecue and bar. Yeah, like a sports bar with barbecue. That makes sense. That's a good way to put it. I don't know how you fuck up glazing onions, but the onions that they had glazed on the side were not good. Access denied. Oh. The glazed onions on the side were cold and not good. The beans were just like steamed with nothing on them, and it was like, bro. And then the mashed potato was mashed potato. You can't fuck up mashed potato, it's good. I just threw some gravy on it. And then I had like a beef brisket piece. And the beef was tender, I guess, but it wasn't that flavorful. So I waited 55 fucking minutes for nothing! I was so disappointed, dude. They made us wait 55 fucking minutes from our order to get our food. And it just felt like it was thrown in the microwave. Like it was so lackluster. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. If I wasn't just really fucking hungry at that point, because I was already hungry before we got in there, and then we had to wait an hour. This was at Montana's? Yeah, the Montana's right across the road. We waited 55 fucking minutes for them to give us the most shit food. Was it cheap? Sorta. It was on the cheaper side of restaurants, for sure. It was just so, it was so bad. It's like all the fucking waiters and like the chefs are too busy watching the fucking hockey game on the TV to do their fucking jobs. Because after they took our order for our drink and our food, after they came and gave us our drink, not a single waiter came to check on us for that entirety of 55 minutes. Not a single waiter came by to like ask us if things were going all right, if we wanted to order another drink, anything, dude. They just left us there. Like they forgot we fucking existed. It was so upsetting, genuinely. It was such a fucking bad experience. On the bright side, we got to bitch about it together and like just yap more. So it was good for us just to sit and yap, I guess, because there was nothing else to do. Hacker KFC? No way, dude. I'm not going to a goddamn chain, like anything. I'm not going to like a fast food place when I'm on vacation. I will not go to fast food on vacation, except for Tim Hortons for my morning tea. I will go to Tim Hortons for my morning tea because they are the only place that does the tea right. That I like, at least. They're the only place that has the tea I like. And I'll go there for tea because I need my morning tea. I really do. I really need my morning tea. So I'll go there for tea in the morning, that's it. I tried the tea in the hotel, like the downstairs hotel, and it wasn't good at all. And I was like, ugh, I spent so much money on shit tea. But I had to do it because I wasn't going out that morning. I wasn't feeling good. I had like a mini hangover, so I needed to take some pills. Anyway, back to Friday. But yeah, the food was so mid. We got to bitch about it. We had a good time talking, though. It was nice. The talking together and spending time together was nice, but yeah, the food experience was pretty bad. I want to write a bad review. Doesn't exist. I think that's acceptable. You're allowed to go to like a fast food place if it doesn't exist in your area and you won't have the opportunity to experience it otherwise. And your friends want to go. Like, that's why I want to try In-N-Out next time I go to Offkai. Just because it doesn't exist where I am. And everyone talks about it. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll try it. Ugh. I'm not really interested that much, though, because I don't like fast food, bro. Like, why would I want to go to a place where a fucking minimum wage 15-year-old, fresh out of high school, fresh on his high school break, is making food, bro? That motherfucker don't know nothing about culinary. Why would I go there? I can make whatever he's making, but 10 times better, but actually cook it myself with way better ingredients, make it taste 10 times as good, and cost less. Like, why would I? I've gone to culinary school for 4 fucking years. Why would I fucking get some 14-year-old doesn't know what he's doing that's too busy popping zits in the mirror to cook food well? Like, what's the point? Hello? I don't get it, man. But anyway. After that night, we had actually meant to pick up some booze while we were out, but we forgot on our way back. So we were kind of like, we weren't in a rush, but we were kind of like we were easily distracting each other because we were like, whenever we were talking, like before we came back to the check into the hotel after our lunch, we were supposed to pick up some booze for the night. Because I like drinking when I'm at cons. That's like the one time I actually drink is in social stuff. And I wanted to invite friends to like come drink together and hang out and listen to music or whatever, right? Because there wasn't anything going on that night. Like, okay, wage, that's good. Because it's like, I don't blame the employees, right? Because like, you guys are just doing what you're doing, especially in like rush hour. You just got to make things as fast as possible. Like, I'm not blaming them. It's simply just the structure of how the companies are and how they cheap out as much as they possibly can. It's not the fault of the employees, the employers, right? It's not the employees' fault. They're just trying to make a living. I can't blame them. If they have a shitty attitude, I can blame them. But like, if they're just trying to, do their job, I can't blame them at all. I don't blame them at all. Been there, done that, bro. I've been in like the food service industry. I get it. But anyway, besides the point. forgot to get booze because we were heading to the boot, like, to get some. And then we started talking and we got distracted. We went into a little store, got something from that little store, turned around and left. And then we were on the train back and we're like, fuck! Because we got distracted. They fucking distracted me. I like, took my ADHD pills late that day. And so did they. So we were like, oh, man. No booze. But I ended up being, like, really tired that day because we were both traveling all day. So, and after waiting so long for our food, we were kind of, like, tired anyway. So we hung out for a little bit longer in the hotel room, had our nightly, like, clean our face, brush our teeth, whatever. And then we sat in bed for a little while, and we had a king bed. We built a pillow fort down the middle. It was awesome. Because when we when we went down to go see if any friends were around in the lobby to go meet some friends, we went up to the desk and asked for extra pillows. And they were like, okay. And we're like, yippee! And because we only got a room with a giant king bed, there wasn't like a 2 queen bed option. Because I don't really like sharing my bed with anyone. Even if I had like a significant other, like I was with somebody, I wouldn't want to share bed with them. You might call it weird, but I don't like to. Because I feel like it gets too warm if you're sharing with somebody. And I don't like people touching me when I'm trying to sleep. Like if somebody wants to cuddle, I'm sorry, motherfucker. You can sit on the couch and cuddle. What if they're your sibling? Fuck no. Even more reason to like put a pillow fort down the middle. I don't want anyone touching me or poking me when I'm sleeping. I don't like it. I don't like being in contact with people when I'm trying to sleep. I don't want to be too near you either, because then I'm going to get warm. And then my body under the cover is going to be too warm, and then like my body above the cover is going to be cold, and there's no happiness to be found there. But we literally had like these massive pillows, and they literally were just like grabbing onto one like a hug pillow, and it was kind of funny because it was a big pillow. Excuse me. And then we had like extra ones that we built down the middle as a little pillow fort. It was kind of awesome just to separate it, because like the king beds are so fucking big, bro. I can't imagine ever having it. I would never want a king bed in my life. Like in my own home, I would never want a king bed. A queen bed, yes. A king bed, fuck no. That shit's way too big. An AC to cool the room. We actually, the room was way too fucking cold. You have a photo? A lot of hotels have king size bed though, for the most part. Like if you look for the options, like the ones in North America at least. It was actually really fucking cold. Like they had the temperature set in Celsius at like 18. It was like, motherfucker, you trying to shrivel my balls and make my nips hard? Why is it so fucking cold inside? Especially when it's like cold as fuck outside already. So hi Spicy, how's it going? It was already pretty cold outside. It was like under 10 degrees Celsius outside, and it was windy that day. It wasn't raining, thankfully. It did rain a little bit one of the days, but it wasn't really a nice day outside either, so we were like cold. We were like, motherfucker, and we turned it up to like 21. 21? I was going to do it 21 and a half is what we set it to. I'm giving to my parents. Dude, king beds are way too big. Way too big for one person for sure. Dude, they're too big for 2 people. It's crazy. You could fit like 3 in there comfortably, I swear. I wouldn't want to though. Like I said, I like having my own bed. But anyway, with the pillow fort down the middle, it kind of felt like my own bed, so that was nice. I was able to relax. I also have trouble sleeping if other people are like in the same bed as me. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. Go lurk. Enjoy your lurk. Dinner time. Alright, have your dinner and go to bed at a good time for once in your life, Urban. No snoring into the fucking GTA microphone, brother. But anyway, we went to bed early that night, kind of. I say early, but it was like 11 or something. And then the fluffy cats. I see. Woke up. My friend had like trouble waking up, so I just like woke up early-ish, like an hour before the con started, like Artist Alley opened rather. Had my shower, got all ready, and then I woke them up. And then I hung out for a little while. My hair dried while they had got themselves ready. Then we went out, and we kind of just wandered around Artist Alley together for like 2 hours. Hi, Fifi. Welcome in. Hi. How are you? I'm talking about my con experience right now. We're only like 1 day in. I talk a lot. Hope you're doing well. This. Okay. Oh, wait, what? What the hell? Dude, fucking, can Google turn off the auto-translate shit, bro? This shit pissing me off. You wrote hi with 3 I's. It translated to this. T-H-I-S. What? I fucking hate Google, bro. Fuck ass YouTube. I wish, is there no way to fucking disable? I have to Google if there's a way to disable that shit. Is there a way to disable auto translate in Google or in YouTube chats? Live chats. Live chats. I can disable it? Yes, you can disable automatic translation YouTube live chats on mobile. Oh, I don't have mobile. On desktop, click the 3-dot menu next to translated message. Okay. View original language. It doesn't give me that option! Settings. Do I have to go into like actual YouTube Studio to do it? Hold on. Hold on. Where would it be? It was. I have to go to settings, then toggle automatic. Where's settings? Automatic. Where? I think it's in Studio. Studio. Enjoy your food. Yeah, enjoy your food. Settings. Channel. No. Advanced. Automatic dubbing? Fuck no. Clips. Yes. Hype? I don't know what hype is, but sure. No. Feature? That's not it. Community moderation? No. User in? No, not that one. Channel? Nope, not that one. Oh, I should probably do that, huh? Channel guidelines. I should do that. Permissions? Nope. Add categories? Nope. Upload defaults? Nope. Channel? Where the fuck is it, bro? General? Not in general. Where the hell is it, bro? What the hell? It's a fucking lie to me. I'm gonna crash out. Turn to fucking Uncle Roger when I'm disappointed in shit, bro. Whatever, I'll figure it out later. Whatever, man. Back to yapping. Alright, anyway. First day of the con Saturday. Basically just wandered around the con. I basically just wandered around. Let me look at the schedule so I can keep track of what I did. Because I have a hard time remembering things I did exactly. Where was the schedule at? I had it saved. Let me go to my history. I think I closed the tab. New tab. History. So let me find it real quick before I continue. Where is it? I was reading a lot over the weekend, so I have a lot of like chapters of things I was reading, which is kind of funny. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Schedule. Yippee. Look at that. Live Google Sheet schedule. Thank you. Yay. Okay, I found it. Perfect. Okay, so the first day, what'd I do? Okay, let me look at the things. I didn't go there. I went to that one. I went to. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, I remember what I did now. Yeah, I remember what I did now. So we wandered around. We probably got there around like an hour late from when things started because we didn't want to go immediately. Wandered around the artist alley for a bit. Bought some merch, which was fun. I took some pictures of like the standees of my friends and sent it to them because like, oh my god, I found you. And I found some merchandise of friends as well, where I like bought some merchandise of my friends, bought some merchandise of just stuff I wanted in general, like VTuber stuff, like Hololive stuff, Holo JP stuff. I, as per tradition, went to the FaZe Connect booth, took a photo next to the Tenma standee where I'm towering over her, where her little fox ear is up to my tit, and I like take a picture of it with my badge. I never show my face with her like to anyone, but I always take a picture next to her standee whenever I meet her, like whenever I see it. And I take a picture next to it, and I always send it to her and just say short, and then she replies back going, fuck! And it's kind of funny. Then she was like, are you gonna go to the meet and greet? I'm like, no, your meet and greet costs like 25 bucks or like 30 bucks with tax, bro. I can just say hi to you anytime. I'm not going to your meet and greet for $30. I can talk to you whenever. She's like, okay, yeah, that's fair. More pictures of standees. Oh yeah, somebody made an Alicia standee. Because Alicia wasn't even there as like a guest, I don't believe. But somebody made an Alicia standee, and it was really cool. It was really cute to get to see that. I was really happy to, like, see that. So I took a picture of it and sent it to her, and we were like yapping a little bit over the phone, like texting. But I wandered around. I was just kind of just like soaking in the ambience. I went upstairs, dropped off my merch, and then went back downstairs again. I met up with a friend, a different friend, because my roommate decided to go upstairs and work some more because they had gone through the entire thing and they weren't really interested in any of the stuff going on. They went through the entire artist alley and they were like, all right, I'm gonna go upstairs and work more. I'm like, okay, take care. So they went upstairs and worked on more stuff when I dropped off my stuff, and they stayed up there for a while. And then I went downstairs and I was looking for my one friend that I hadn't seen yet. And then we were like, oh, I'm around here. I'm around here. And we like walked past each other and we both just kind of stopped and went, and like saw each other like, yep. Because we had like met before, like last year at a different con. And so that friend and I then started wandering around together and we're like, oh yeah, let's go to this concert. So we went to a concert together. It was the Around the World concert, which was the concert held by, I'm probably going to butcher this, but Flo Atelier, I think. And they did like a concert where they had, like, you were on, the idea was that you're like, the viewers were in an airplane and they were like taking you to different countries. And whenever you landed in a new country, you would like listen to music from that country sung by people like VTubers from that country, which was really cool. My only thing I wish though was, like, for example, they did, I wish that for every single country they went to, because I think it was like Singapore and South Korea in particular, they sang songs that were in English. I think it was Singapore was one of the other ones, but South Korea for sure, they sang like a song from K-pop Demon Hunters, and the song they sang didn't have any Korean in it at all. And it was like, man, like all the other places had like music from where they're like music in their respective language, which was really cool because that's music I would never get to hear before. Like, that's stuff I would never get to hear ever, right? Because I don't know those languages. But it was like really cool. For example, I think one of the places was like Norway or something, so getting to hear a song, was it Norway or was it Sweden? I don't know. It was somewhere, it was one of the northeastern like European countries, and they sang a song in their language, so it was really fucking cool to hear that. But I never heard that before. How would I ever hear that before, right? So it was like really interesting and it was really pretty. So my only like small complaint was that it was like, man, I wish that all the countries had music in their own language, because that's way cooler. It's such a cool fucking thing that I wouldn't get to experience normally. But overall, the concert was a lot of fun. Whenever I saw like friends in it, for example, I saw Hiragi Yu singing in it. So I took a picture and I recorded their song, and Miel was in it too. Mielo. She was in it, so I took a video of her set as well and sent it to her. Like the audience reaction and stuff, so that was fun. And a couple other people I knew were like in it. Well, didn't really know, but like kind of knew. So I took pictures of them on the screen with like all the people in the crowd watching them or cheering for them and stuff, and sent it to them, and they were very happy about that. So that's cool. What I do after? I'm like looking at my photos to like remember what I did. Hold on, let me look at the thing again. Okay, so after that, what I do? I went to. Okay, so I didn't go. Okay, so I didn't do any other panels or anything that day. I only went to that one concert. After that, oh yeah, so that friend and I, we had never actually, like, we met each other like last year. Right after the concert, I was kind of a little bit hungry because, oh yeah, wait. Okay, so that morning, the reason why me and my other friend were like the friend I was rooming with. The reason why we were a little bit late going to the actual convention was after we got up, we decided, you want to go to Timmy's and like get breakfast? Or like, they're like, okay. So we Ubered to a Timmy's nearby, which was really inconvenient, bro. Every Tim Hortons near there was a 5-minute drive. So it was like a 1.5 kilometers away. And we're like, we don't want to walk down a highway for 1.5 kilometers. Fuck that. Could we? Yeah. I don't want to walk on the highway for 30 fucking minutes. Fuck that. Excuse me. Fuck that. So we just ordered an Uber for like a little 5-minute Uber. Jumped on the Uber, went to a nearby Timmy's, and we just went and sat at a table. And I had a bagel belt, a bacon bagel belt, a large orange pico double with milk, and a honey cruller. And I also picked myself up a cold drink. I tried their raspberry mojito, which doesn't have any alcohol in it, by the way. But it was like lemonade. It was pretty yummy. I tried it the day like I was traveling, but then I kind of liked it. It kind of looks radioactive because of the way it glows in pink. Like it glows in a really weird pink almost, and it's like, this is radioactive. And I bought it again because it was fun to drink. It kind of like, it was very, very citrusy, which I wanted lots of citrus and vitamin C for the con weekend. And I'm not sick, so yippee, it worked. But I bought that for the way back. But anyway, I bought that, and they bought some sort of wrap and then a cold drink. And we sat and we ate and we talked for a bit, and then we went back to the con and went through the artist alley. Anyway, back to where we were. After that concert, me and that friend that I met up with, we decided to go out for lunch. I was like, have you eaten? They're like, no. I'm like, bruh. So we're like, all right, we're going to lunch. And they're like, okay. And so I looked up places nearby because I didn't want to drag them into town because I didn't know what else they had to do that day. So I looked up, and there was like a really nice Italian place nearby. It was about like a 10-minute walk away or something. And it was like pretty bougie looking, honestly. I kind of want to show pictures of the food because it was kind of silly. Let me look at the pictures, see if I can show them. So make sure I didn't have like their phone or anything in it, because we don't want any kind of accidental stuff. But it was kind of like a bougie place, not gonna lie. I had like a drink I never had before, like a cocktail I hadn't had before. It was a frozen blackberry Bellini, and it was fucking banger. The Italian place near it? Yeah, I believe so. It was pretty nice. If I crop this picture, I could probably show it. Oh no, this one's good. Okay, let me send these pictures to myself real quick. Hold up. Send these pictures to myself on Discord so I have them. It was kind of bougie, so I want to show you guys. This one. I should just show this one. I'll just show the one picture because I think it's really funny. I think everything's blurred well. Let me double check on my actual PC where the big screen is so I can see it better. Just to make sure. Okay, yeah, it's good. Yeah, I went out with that friend and it was a lot of fun. Let me download this real quick. Save image. Boom. But it was kind of bougie and it was kind of funny. Like, it wasn't like super expensive or anything, but it was like definitely on the pricier side. But we were like, yeah, we're there for fun. We might as well, right? Trying to get the picture. Hold up. Okay, I got it. I'll pop it up in a second. But anyway, we went in, we got seated, and we had to... they were actually kind of busy at the moment. At that time on Saturday. They were kind of busy, but me and my friend, we waited for a little bit at the front. After like 10-15 minutes, we got our seat. We got our drinks, we got our food. And oh my god, it was really fucking good. I still think the one place I went last year in Toronto is unmatched for Italian food. Their meat sauce was like to die for. But this place was really good too. I enjoyed it quite a lot. And it was really funny because we're like, I was gonna order fucking, I don't know, like half the things that were on the menu were like bougie shit. And I was like, I don't know what any of this means. And I'm always scared of trying something expensive if I don't know if I'm gonna like it, because I don't like wasting food. So I will have to force myself to eat it even if I don't like it. So I always get scared of trying new food. I hate wasting food, but also I hate wasting money. But if I'm like with somebody who says, oh yeah, I like that, then I'm like, okay, I'll order it then. And that way, if I don't like it, they can have it, right? I don't feel bad. Anyway, I kept it simple. I ordered spaghetti and meatballs with my Bellini, my frozen Bellini. And I got something I didn't expect. I ordered spaghetti and meatballs, and I got spaghetti and meatball. Spaghetti and meatball. That motherfucker was huge, bro. That meatball was like 10 meatballs in one. It was crazy. They slapped that motherfucker up on top of the spaghetti. There was not enough pasta for all that meat. There was not enough pasta for all that meat at all. It was well cooked, but the thing was, it did take a little bit. Not as much as Montana's, but it had to be cooked all the way through, and the meatball was cooked perfectly. I don't know how they did it. I do not know how they did it, but they somehow managed to cook this thick-ass baseball-sized meatball perfectly through, evenly. So it was an even cook all the way through, and it still maintained its juiciness. I don't know how they fucking did that, because when you're cooking meat that is dense like that and at that size, it's insanely fucking difficult to cook the inside, the center of that meatball at the same time as you cook the outside, where the outside doesn't get like burnt or hardened. The outside was still soft and juicy, which is crazy. I don't know how the fuck they did it. Fancy restaurant, bro. But it was good. It was really good. It was really good. I liked it a lot. It was yummy. But anyway, we went there. We ate. Had a good time talking. I think it was really nice. Because that friend and I, we met last year at a convention. And when I did meet them, I was kind of sick the last day. Like, I was sick the last day of the convention. And I really wasn't feeling good. And I couldn't really eat anything. And I wasn't really in a good mood because I was fucking sick. But I didn't want to miss, like, the big dinner with friends. And it made me really sad. But, like, I ended up going. And I was actually sitting at a table with them, like, across from them. So we could have been talking. But, like, we'd known each other online, but we'd never met. And I felt like so disappointed in myself. Because, like, I know I can't, like, change being sick. It's not my fault. But it felt really disappointing to, like, get to meet this person and not get to properly talk with them at that time. So I was super, super happy that at this convention, I got to, like, go out and just eat with them. And we hung out and we just talked. We talked about games. We talked about VTubing stuff. We talked about anime. We talked about stuff we did last year, things we want to do this year. It was really fun. We just kind of yapped the whole time. It was awesome. It was really cool just to, like, talk with them. And I was definitely right. I knew I'd get along with them if we talked more. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, after dinner, we went back. And then when we got back to the con, we went our separate ways because they had something they wanted to do. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go chill for a bit. Because that night there was a industry party. For like guests and for people who are obviously in the industry, like whether that's like, for example, Stoneforge or Socks Agency or SVP or what other ones can I say off the top of my head? FTW, like the people who are currently managing, I believe it's like Idol? No, not Idol, Chroma Shift for their 3D stuff. And is V4 also with them or with FTW, or are they still? No, Chroma's, no, V4 is still with Brave, right? And then FTW is technically under Brave, but they're their own thing now, I believe. Like people who are like the managers or like head people of those were there as well. That were like at the booths running them. We're all there too. So I just went there. We went there that night, me and my roommate. We got in because technically while we weren't guests or anything, or we weren't like actively in the industry, I just kind of went and pulled strings because I know everybody, The advantage of being here forever, bro. And I knew some of the guests that were there, so I just like talked to the guests and we're like, I talked to the guests and I talked to some of the like con staff that I knew as well, and I was like, can we come? I'm this person and like they're this person. Can we come in? And they're like, yeah. And so we went into the industry party and we hung out for a couple hours just talking to people and yapping and stuff. And that's how I met the organizer of the con. And I started talking to him a little bit and that was fun. Unfortunately, no business card. I mean, I got his business card, but I didn't have any to give out, so I was just a little guy enjoying my time there. But I was talking with all like different people, like people who are animators, people who are editors, people who like at professional level, people who are managers of different VTubers. Like I talked to, I guess I'll say this one because I know Ghost of Mint's here. I talked to Mint's manager, like hung out with him for a bit. We talked and had a drink. I don't know. I just talked to like a bunch of different people and just yapped. It was fun. And then like some of my friends were there too, so we just hung out. You apply? Fuck no. Hell no. And then like people I knew were like, oh my god, that's so and so. I want to meet them. I'm like, oh, I know them. Want me to introduce you? And they're like, what? No. I'm like, all right, let's go. Come on. And I just grabbed them and dragged them over to the other person. I'm like, hi, this is this person. They wanted to meet you. Here you go. And I just threw them at each other and like, oh. And I was like, all right, there you go. And then they would start talking. They would like stay talking for like 10-15 minutes. It was awesome. Meet Toto. He wasn't there, no. He wasn't there. His boss was there. Toto's boss was there. The head manager was there for the new company he works at. So I talked to the head manager and we were having a good talk. And they seemed like have a good head on their shoulders and seemed like they were passionate about what they did. So I was really happy to hear that. And they had a lot of praises for Toto as well, which made me happy. Because I know he's amazing at what he does. So I was really, really glad to hear that he's been doing well. Because I did message him recently, actually. He was asking if I'd be around at Off-Kai, and I was like, yeah, probably, as long as I can get a place to stay. So I'll probably see him again then. But yeah, I talked to his boss, and that was cool. Yeah, I just kind of yapped with a lot of people. Oh my god, I had a complaint, though. Bro, whoever... no hate towards the lady, because it's definitely not her fault. She was definitely not a bartender. She definitely just had a liquor license, and they threw whoever they could that had a liquor license, or like a liquor service license at that table. But they had it where if you went to the industry party, you could get one free drink, and the other ones you had to like pay for. Or you could just like get someone else's ticket if they didn't want a drink. And that lady did not know how to make drinks at all. Nope. I was really disappointed, bro. I went there with my ticket and I was like, hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a nice night. What do you guys have? And hi, Kit Kat. Mama? Mama? Who? Who? Who you call mama, bro? Anyway, I went up to the bar and said, oh, what do you guys got? And it was just like a little table bar. And she just kind of like motioned at the liquor that they had there, like behind the table. And I looked at all the stuff they got. And I was like, oh, okay. Can I have a daiquiri, please? And she's like, oh, no. And I was like, oh, because I could like see all the ingredients for it. I'm like, then how about mojito? And she looked at her stuff and then she looked at me and went, no, we don't do anything fancy. And I was like, since when was a daiquiri and a mojito fancy? All right. And I just looked at her and I said, because it was like, I didn't know what to do anymore at that point. And there's people behind me waiting in line. I was like, what? Of like the stuff we have, of the stuff you have here, what would you normally make that you like? And they're like, and she goes, gin and tonic. And I go, yeah, just give me one of those. Just give me one of those, bro. Just give me one of those. And I hate gin and tonic. I don't like how it tastes. But I was like, just give me one of those. And she's like, okay. And she made it. I went, thank you. Then I went and sipped it and went, eh. I was unhappy. And then I eventually, later in the night, like an hour later, saw that some people got Caesars. And I was like, fuck, I could have just got a Caesar, bro. I could have just got a Caesar. And for people who don't know what a Caesar is, it's, think Bloody Mary, but Canadian. It's a Bloody Mary, but Canadian. And instead of like pure tomato juice, it's Clamatos juice instead. It's way better in my opinion. I didn't know they had fucking... They had that, and I was really disappointed. So I would have got that instead, because that at least I enjoy. But it didn't look like she knew how to make anything. Yeah, no experience mixing, I don't think. Except for like basic stuff. So I was like, ugh. Like I could have just like taken the liquor and made it myself. Like I know how to make those, because those are my favorite drinks. Time to write another bad review. Nah, it is what it is. Trapped in science lab. Oh, Lamau. Tell them to save me some of their jello shots they made the other day. In their science lab. Scientifically correct jello shot. Full of protein and death. But yeah, that was my complaint. But otherwise, I just sat and talked to people for a while. And then went out. Left that little party. And it was pretty late. It was probably about 11. Let me look at my pictures so I can keep in track of what I'm up to. It was probably... Oh, okay, yeah, we did go there. It was like 11, and they only had, like, finger foods at that little party, so I was kind of hungry again, even though I had a big lunch. I know my friend that was working upstairs all day didn't actually go out for lunch, even though they had leftovers and forgot to eat them. Fucker. One of my other friends, not the one I went out for lunch with, one of my other friends that was there, invited me to go out for drinks with them, just to hang out, and I went, okay. Because there was a nearby, like, bar that we went to. Not Montana's, though. Fuck that place. Went to a different little bar. And then I asked if my friend could tag along. And they went, yeah, sure. And so I yoinked my friend, who was like, I'm going to go back up and work. I'm like, no, you're not, fucker. Come eat food. And they're like, oh. So we brought them to the bar with us. And I got a white peach. And this place had a Bellini too. I had never gotten a Bellini before, but I enjoyed them. I got a white peach Bellini, which is like Captain Morgan's rum with like spiced rum, which is surprising. But instead of just like regular rum, it was the spiced, and then mixed with like a bunch of like peach, like the peach alcohol and some peach purees. And the way they presented it was really pretty. So I got that, and they split like a wine bottle, because I don't like wine. I was like, fuck that. But we then got some like little finger food too. We got some nice fries, like some nice finger food fries, and we each got like a little soft taco to eat, something like more solid, and then like fries just to eat while we talk. And we were eating, we were drinking, whatever, and my fucking roommate got drunk. They're like, yeah, no, I drink all the time. You know, not a big deal. And they were so fucking drunk after having 2 glasses of wine, and I was like, fuck. And meanwhile, me and my other friend just looked at each other like, I just looked at him and I was like, this is your fault. This is 100% your fault. I now have to take care of this fucking drunk in my, because they're rooming with me, and they're like, sorry. I'm like, So we talked, we had a really good time. We had a lot of fun. We were just talking and laughing and yapping a lot, having our food, our drinks. And then it got closer to closing time for that bar, because it was like around 1. They closed around 1 or something, and it was like 12:30. So they took our last order, which was just like nothing actually, because we didn't want anything else. We ordered the receipt, and then we headed out, and we had to like, basically, I was under one of my friend's arms, and then the other friend was under the other arm, and we just like walked them back to the hotel room, to the hotel rather. Took them upstairs, and then I was like, brush your teeth. Brush your teeth and go the fuck to bed. Take your makeup off and go to bed. And they're like, okay. Okay. And they did. They went and washed their face, and they brushed their teeth, and they went to bed. And then I hung out with the other friend a little bit longer, down in the hotel lobby, because people were partying in the lobby for some reason. The Three Stooges? That's funny. Because I had 2 I had two like fairly strong like whiskey drinks. Or rum, sorry. Two fairly strong rum drinks. And they didn't really affect me. I was perfectly fine. Especially because I was eating at the same time. It didn't bother me at all. I'm very, like, I have a very, very high tolerance, though, but so does my other friends. So we were just hanging out in the lobby and talking to people for a little bit. And then we were planning out what we wanted to do the next day while we were hanging out. And then eventually they headed back and I went back upstairs. And when I went upstairs, my friend was, like, crashed the fuck out snoring. And I was like, oh, all right, well, that's good. I did my before bed stuff and then I crashed as well. Sunday rolled around and the first thing I did was I got up, cleaned myself up. I went downstairs to like the cafe thing they had on the, like at the base of the hotel because I wanted my morning tea, but I didn't want to go all the way to Timmy's because my friend wasn't up yet because they didn't want to wake up yet. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Because I woke up early because I wanted to go to Elia's panel. Elia was doing a panel with Rin Penrose. And I don't really know Rin, but I know Elia, so I wanted to go there and take pictures of their panel for them, like from the back, with showing all like the people in there, and then I sat back down afterwards. Like when I walked in, I took a picture, and then I sat down. It was good. Pills are no. It depends on the pill. It depends on the pill, and that's like something you have to talk to your doctor about. So my pills are fine to have alcohol with. The uppers. So I was chilling. I literally, when I got my medicine, I said, am I allowed to drink with these? Because if I'm not allowed to drink with these, let's do a different brand. Like, I'm not taking pills and make it so I can't drink, because I like to drink. I don't drink often, but if I'm going somewhere with friends, I want to drink. But I like to drink. It's fun. I like it. It makes me loosen up. It makes me more giggly. It's fun. So I refuse to take medicine that means I can't take pills. Or I refuse to take medicine that means I can't drink. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, woke up early, went down to the cafe, got like a little parfait thingy, which was all right, I guess. The good as you're going to get from a pre-made parfait thing, I guess. Took my medicine with it, and then the tea I got was so mid, and I was like, oh, I didn't even drink the whole thing. I was really sad. I was like, ah. And then I met up with another friend to go to the panel. Guys, you're safe. Yeah. I'm not young, remember that. I think that's the one thing about me is I'm not young, bro. I'm old. I take care of myself. I'm not old, but I'm older. I take care of myself. I'm very conscious about those types of things. I'm on your side whenever it comes to yelling at fucking stupid-ass VTubers who don't take care of their fucking health, dude. Pisses me off. Stupid asses. Take care of yourself! It's not that fucking hard, you lazy fuck. Beats you with a stick. Anyway. Anyway. Went to the panel with my friend. Took some pictures of it, hung out for most of it, and then we headed out. Did another lap around Artist Alley. What else did I do that day? Let me look at the schedule. Where's my schedule? Sunday. Okay, yeah, I went to that. Yep. What else did I do? I didn't actually do a lot after that. I didn't do a lot at the con after that. Basically, after we finished the panel, we wanted to go downtown. And go for some good lunch with my friend, or with the two friends. So we grabbed the friend from the room again, and then I got the order mixed up. I didn't go to Artist Alley right away. Right away, we like went up, grabbed the friend, and we went out for lunch. So we went into downtown again. We did our little loop of grabbing the shuttle to the airport for free, which was awesome, and then just paid like the $10 to get down to the main Union Station thingy down in downtown. Then we went out for poutine because my friend wanted to try it. Both friends wanted to try it. So we went to a small place that was known for poutine. In Toronto, and we took the subway over to it and then walked the rest away. And then went to this place, sat down. We got we split it. So we bought a original poutine and then we got some fried chicken on the side, like some fried breast, a chicken breast on the side. Like it was coated really good, like katsudon type breading, but on the chicken. On the side to go with it, where you can like stab some of the classic and then also stab a piece of chicken to go with it. And then we also got what was it? It was a chicken shawarma infused poutine. Yeah, it was really fucking good. That one was really good. It was so smoky. The shawarma meat was so fucking smoky and amazing, dude. It was amazing. It was so fucking good. It was really good. I liked it a lot. But yeah, my friend liked it too for their first time, their first experience. I'm glad we went there for our first time to experience poutine for them, so that was good. I liked it a lot. After that, we're gonna go get, we're gonna go down to like the pier and get an elephant ear to like as dessert for ourselves. But when we looked at the time, we didn't really have enough time simply because the one friend was busy that day later. They already had plans for a certain time. They had to be back at the con by that time, and by like X time. I don't remember what it was, whatever time it was. And we're like, okay, well then we should probably just go back now, because if we do walk all the way to the like where the elephant ears are, which is like, for those who don't know what an elephant ear is, it's like fried dough. It's like fried dough with a bunch of like toppings. It's like, I don't know, you can get like chocolate, bananas, strawberries, ice cream, powdered sugar, confectionery sugar, all that kind of, I don't know, you just do whatever you can put whatever you want on it. Apple cinnamon. There's like all these different toppings. It's basically like a food you would get if you went to a fair. You went to like a country fair or something. It's something you'd get there. But they're pretty yummy. But unfortunately we didn't have time to do it, so it is what it is. What are you gonna do? We then went back to the main station, got our tram back, managed to catch the hotel tram back again, and then dropped off that friend. And then we, me and my other friend that I'm rooming with, decided we wanted to walk around Artist Alley again. So we just kind of went our separate ways and like walked in different directions, which was kind of fun. Like keep bumping into each other. Did a couple more loops, and I picked up a few more things when I was there that I didn't pick up the first time. Like I picked up I went to the sorry, let me sip my water again. My last bit of water. I'm gonna have to get a refill. Ah, there we go. I went to the you're saying it's different foods? No, it's the same food. It's literally like the elephant ear is a fried dough pastry that you put toppings on, which is like apple cinnamon or like powdered sugar with strawberry ice cream or strawberries and ice cream, and that's just what it is. If you look up like elephant ear food, you'll see it. Or elephant ear fried dough. You'll see like a bunch of different examples. I think, I can't remember if it was Sunday or Saturday, but I walked by and I saw Bonnie. I saw Bonnie doing a meet and greet, like on a tablet. Miss Bonge, the dog hagmaxer herself. And so I walked by and said, I saw you. And then I like went back. I double backed and then got into the line. And then I walked up and I just went, man, I hate this dog. And then I left. And she was like, what? And I just left. I just fucked off. It was pretty funny. Then I went to, on Sunday, I then went to the booth that for filament paste, layer dough. Go flat and you bake it and you cover it with big rock sugar. Ah, weird. Yeah, that's different from what we do, I think. Interesting. I'd try that. I would totally try that. Philo. Oh, I do love Philo. Philo is so good. From supermarket or from bakeries? Really? Yeah, that's completely different for us. Completely different for us. That's not like a common thing to get here. Then I went to the Chroma Shift booth. And I bought a little like airplane tag charm thing of Taiga, my fellow white tiger who I always fight with. Because she's a fake white tiger, unlike me. I just realized I took a photo of one of my other friends doing a meet and greet. And there's a guy standing behind the TV that she was on. And it is a super unflattering picture of him. I'm so sorry. I think I caught him mid-conversation, and it's a super unflattering picture of this guy. I'm so sorry, buddy. The picture's not supposed to be of you anyway. My poor man. I'm so sorry. He'll never see it. It's fine. No one else will either. But I sent it to like my friend who was on the screen, and then I waited in her meet and greet, and then I said hi. It's like, hi. And it was cool. And then I wanted to other Taiga, aka Taiga, who I played GTA RP with Taiga, like Taiga Chama, not Toragami Taiga from Chroma. He had his meet and greet the same time I was out at getting poutine, so unfortunately I didn't get to meet him. But someone else we knew from the same server, and one of his group mates was also live doing a little meet and greet on a tablet, and I went and said hi to them and surprised them, and it was really fun. I did another loop around the artist alley after that, bought a few more things, and then I left. And when I was leaving, there was like a DJ booth set up in a corner of the con, like in the hotel lobby in the corner kind of thing. It's like set up, like not in the lobby, but like outside the lobby, like leading towards the rooms. And there was like this guy with a DJ booth set up, and he was like playing like VTuber music, and people were just like dancing, and it was like really funny. And there was like all these like little VTuber plushies everywhere, like just at the DJ table. It was really cool. I took pictures of it. It was kind of funny. After that, we got back together. I met up with my friend again. And then we were going out that night for a friend's party. They are having like a big dinner. And my friend actually posted the picture of it, so I can say. It was my friend Memi. It was for, she had like got everyone together for a big dinner. And so we went out in like a party of 20 and went to an all-you-can-eat sushi place. And we got there and we ate. It was really good food. I had some good food. It was awesome. I had like a bunch of plates of sashimi and like other things, and the desserts were cool. Oh my god. One of my most recent photos, like my second most recent photo, other than the picture I took of my cat this morning, is of the dessert that I had there on Sunday night. But I had like a bunch of different sushi and sashimis. It was awesome. And then for my dessert, dude, I ordered so much dessert because it was all you can eat. I'm gonna eat a fuckload of dessert. Shit's awesome. But my dessert, I had a scoop of green tea ice cream. I had a scoop of this ice cream that was like the name of the store ice cream. So name of the store ice cream, right? I'm not gonna say the name, but name of the store ice cream. And I was like, what's this? And they told us, and it was like, okay, so it was like matcha ice cream, which is what I already ordered anyway, but it's like matcha ice cream with a little bit of red bean paste, a bit of small rolled mochis, and then chocolate glaze on top with and then like some more red bean powder sprinkled on top. And it was, oh my god, it was so fucking good, dude. It was so good. I should have ordered like 7. And then I also ordered 2 creme brulees. I ordered an Earl Grey creme brulee. It was probably my favorite thing, I'm not gonna lie. I really liked it. And then I also got a green tea creme brulee, and they were both really good. But I ordered a second of the Earl Grey creme brulee because it was so good. I had a good time just talking with friends and hanging out and stuff. And then Sunday came around. Sunday night, when we got back, my friend just wanted to work on some stuff. They had some meetings to attend to. So I just left the room and idled around for a little bit because at that point the con was over. My one friend wanted to go out and drink a can. And so we wandered over. I went, sure, why not? I had already like changed into my pajamas. I went, fuck it, dude. I'm going out in my pajamas. I don't care. I'm comfy. I don't want to wear jeans anymore. So I wandered out in my pajamas. And we went to the bar that we went to before, but they were like literally closing because it was already like 12:30. And I was like, bro, we're not going to get there. Like, they're going to be closed. And we did get there and like, yeah, we already did the last call. And we're like, fuck. So then we just like wandered back to the con. And then we went and picked up a bunch of merch that they had stored at someone else's hotel room. And then I walked them back to their hotel. Hi, Mama. I walked them back to their hotel, helped them carry all their stuff. And then, because they had a hotel somewhere else instead of the main hotel. But they were like storing all their stuff at the main hotel in someone else's room. So we picked it up and we walked back. And I wandered back to my hotel and I fell asleep. But then I had to set my alarm at 3 fucking a.m. I slept for 1 hour. And I had to wake up to make sure that my roommate was able to wake up on time to get to their plane. Because they had like a super, super early leaving time. And like super, super early check-in time for their plane. Like stupid early. They had to leave at like 5 a.m. or some crazy shit. And they do not wake up. They do not wake up from fucking alarms, dude. It was crazy. I thought they were exaggerating. I thought they were exaggerating when they said, oh yeah, I don't wake up to alarms. They were not exaggerating. Literally, in the morning is a normal time. No, it is not. In the morning, every morning, what would happen every morning is I would wake up to my alarm, lay in bed, read for a little bit. My second alarm would go off, and then I'd be like, all right, time to get up. And I'd get out of bed. I'd stretch. I would call their name. There would be no response. And I'd say, all right. And I'd go have a shower, which still wouldn't wake them up. Get ready. Come back out of the room. Turn on all the lights in the room. They still wouldn't move. Call their name. They wouldn't move. Go up to them. Call their name again. Wouldn't move. Poke them. Wouldn't move. Shook them. Didn't move. Smashed them over the fucking face with a pillow. They went, I had to like literally, I grabbed them. I just went, wake up, 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 with intense, like I just got more and more intense, and I kept shaking them until they actually woke up and they were like, ah! I was like, good morning, sunshine. Been calling you for 10 fucking minutes, dickhead. Like, morning. And then they get up and get ready. Yeah, I woke up super early to help them. They packed the night before, but got them all their stuff. Called them an Uber. Made sure they got to the airport good, and they did. They got all checked in. Everything was all right, so worked perfect. Got them checked in, and then I went back upstairs and went to bed again because I was like, fuck that, I'm not leaving yet. Went upstairs, went to bed. I did have to leave a little bit early. I woke up at like 8 because I needed to get out of there. I didn't have to like actually check out till noon, but if I wanted to get back at a decent time, like back home, I had to leave kind of early because it's a long trip. And so like to even get to the train station was already 40 minutes. And then the train station itself, I then had to be there at a specific time, which was like a 3-hour trip. After that, or like I think it was 4 hours actually. It was like a 4-hour trip. 5? Somewhere around there. It was a long trip. It was a long fucking trip. And then like hop on a bus and hop on a train and hop on a bus. And I was like, ah! I was doing a lot of hopping that day. And then I got home mid-afternoon. It was awesome. I left at like 8 and got home around 2 or 3 or something. It was great. And then I just kind of went on the couch. It was awesome. Saw my pets, went to bed. It was great. Because I didn't sleep well because obviously I woke up at 3 fucking a.m. to help. Oh. But yeah, that was my con story. It was a lot of fun. I went out for food with friends, hung out with people, met new people that I won't remember until I see them again because I have face recognition, but I can't imagine them or remember their names. Smile. It was a good time though. Good food, good friends. Good time. And then fucking Offkai cucked me because some dickhead bought every single Sunday availability in every single hotel. I'm gonna kill that person. Not in Minecraft. I'm gonna fucking kill them in real life. YouTube, demonetize me right now. I'm gonna kill them, dude. I'm gonna fucking skin them alive with a goddamn apple peeler. I'm gonna put a fucking spike up through their ass, out their mouth, like you would a fucking pig. I'm gonna slowly rotate them over a fucking live fire until every blood vessel in their body pops out from their now naked and skinless corpse. And I'm gonna slowly fucking make them eat their own body, piece by piece, until they die. Slow roasted motherfucker. Who the fuck buys every single Sunday from every single hotel within the first 2 minutes of the hotel block opening, and only Sunday? Not Saturday, not Friday, not Monday. Only Sundays. Only Sundays. So I didn't bother booking a hotel, because fuck that. That sounds stupid. What, I'm gonna, like, book it for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then not have anything? Not have any fucking room? Not have a room for Sunday? And then have to leave on Monday morning? Like, what? Fuck that, dude. Be homeless for a night? Kill myself. Hell no. Fucking San Francisco, dude? I'm gonna get robbed. Hell no. Yeah, it was pretty stupid. So I'll have to figure something else out for where to stay. If I want to go to Offkai, I'll try to get like a B&B or something. One person? I don't know if it's just one person. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a bot set up to be a fucking scalper or something like Midnight said. But pissed me off really bad, honestly. Excuse me. Yeah, it really did piss me off. It was really unfortunate. Because I was one of the first people in line online and I still couldn't get one, which pisses me off because it delayed me so much. Because it was like, oh, you're in line, and then it would like put you in to like the queue and like let you start booking stuff before like the people ahead of you were finished. So like the people ahead of you still might not have been able to get anything because you booked too quickly, which is essentially what happened to me, I think. It was really upsetting, honestly. It pissed me off so bad because I tried to book it and there was no Sundays available, and while I was like freaking out going, what the fuck? Then Saturday got booked and I was like, oh man, whatever, dude, fuck this. I was really upset. What are you gonna do? Figure something out. I'll figure something out. I always do. I always do. I think the best thing, one of the best like rules of life is that I live by is that like whatever the fuck it is that you're planning at the moment, it's not gonna work out. So have other plans available. Whatever it is that you're planning that you want to do, it's not gonna work out. It's gonna fucking fail. It's gonna sink, explode, and die. So be ready for that. Make other plans. Be flexible. Figure out what you can do in case it does actually fail. Do you want it to fail? Fuck no. But if it does, at least you have several different plans and things available that you can do now. Because you already expected it to fail in the first fucking place, but you still tried. Hi, Mar. Yeah, happened to me, man. Some dickhead bought all the fucking sundaes. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna slow roast them. You ever see how, like, a hot dog, how the skin on a hot dog bursts off it when it gets too hot, when it cooks too much? I'm gonna do that to their fucking legs and then make them eat it. Man. Turn on the data? Yep. Yep. Gonna force feed that fucker their own goddamn hot dog bursting legs. Anyway. Now that I've alerted several police forces. We figure something out. We'll figure it out. We'll get a place to stay for sure. Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me take a quick break because I gotta get more water if I'm gonna keep yapping. I gotta refill my water bottle, and I also need to use the bathroom real quick because I drank the whole water bottle. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back, and I have more yapping to do. I have something else to yap about today before we end, which will take like another 30 minutes or so I don't want to end yet. Give me a second. Be right back. I need to pee-pee. I need to go pee-pees. Behave yourselves. No fire. Other than that one that's there. Be right back. Where's my bottle? Here it is. Alright, BRB. I am back. Hi. I'm shaking up my bottle again while I'm on my way back. Alright. Good neck crack. Yippee! Chat, is he dead? There's a giant BRB on the screen. What do you mean, is he dead? Brother! What do you mean, is he dead? God forbid a man want to take a piss and get some more water at the same time. God forbid. Shakes you. Shakes you. Shakes you. Alright. That BRB was fucking huge, too. That shit was bigger than my head. Whatever, me. Whatever, me. Alright, hold on. Look at my... Thank you. Let me pull something up. There's one other thing I want to talk about today. I want to talk about today with you. Yippee. So one thing I posted, why are none of the comments loading? Hello? Twitch? Show, or not Twitch, Twitter? Oh. Dude, I fucking hate Twitter, it's broken! Show me the post, you fuck! God, I'm gonna crash out. Oh, thank God I can see the replies now. Phew! Okay. Stupid Twitter. Dude, I hate X. I hate X. Ah! Sorry. X, yeah. Twitter was great. X is a piece of fucking garbage. There you go. I had to recalibrate my face as well. Sip of water. Alright. Ah! There we go. Alright, yeah, for sure. Anyway, so before I left on my trip, I was actually like, well, not before, I was literally on the bus or the train. I posted a question on Twitter. X, whatever. Hold on, let me see if I can put it on screen here. Give me a second. I'm gonna move myself over. Twix? You mean like the chocolate? Myself at the corner here. And then... okay. Hold on. Browser. Maybe browser? Window? Do window capture. Just call it, this one. Okay. I'm just editing it. Give me a second. Filter. Crop it. Yes, and left. 200. Oh, more than that. 400. More than that. 700. Oh, too much. Fuck. 600. 600 is good. Nice. Top. 200? A little bit less. 100. 150. Still too much. 130. There we go. And right side. 500? Oh, 700. Yerp. 725. Perfect. Okay. Nice. All right. Perfect. 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 All right. Here you go. Ba-ba. There it is. Okay. So I posted this question on X the other day. Likes my own tweet. Boop. Likes my own tweet. Boop. Likes my own tweet. Boop. Go away. I don't care. Not buying fucking... I'm not paying for Twitter Blue anymore, bro, or X Blue. Fuck you. Premium. I'm not buying that shit. Hell no. So a question. Because I was just kind of curious. I felt like you know, tweet's crazy. No, it's fucking not, dude. Brings attention to it, alright? That's crazy. Whatever, you're crazy. Anyway, I was kind of just curious because I was like on my bus ride and I was just like, well, I have nothing else to do. So I put out a question saying, I have a question for VTubers and fans. Who likes their own tweets? Me! What is something, because I like it. Obviously I like it because I fucking posted it. what is something in the community or about VTubing that you're grateful for? Because I was thinking about, like, for me personally, it's like right here, it's about connecting with others. Because for a long time in my life, I didn't really want to make connections. I just wanted to, like, go to school, go to work, come home, and do whatever the fuck I wanted. I didn't care. I didn't care about making friends or anything like that when I was younger. But at least for me, that personally changed. Where I actually started wanting to make friends and make connections and stuff. And, like, probably for the first time in my life, I'm, like, quite happy to say, like, I have lots of friends. Whereas in the past, I say I have, like, a couple friends. But I'd say I have quite a few friends now. I'm very grateful to have lots of friends and to have made lots of connections with people and, you know, been a part of a lot of people's lives. I'm very, very happy about that. And then I had some other people respond as well. So other VTubers and fans and stuff. And I thought it was really cute. And I wanted to, like, just talk about some of the answers and look at them. So Nia, who's another VTuber, said, no matter how down I'm feeling, when I start streaming, I end stream smiling. When I start streaming, I end the stream smiling. I brought the community and friends I'm surrounded by. It's so cute! That makes me so happy, because I feel this. Sometimes it's like, you don't feel very good. Like, you're not having a good day, but sometimes just being able to take yourself away from that kind of meh feeling of whatever you're feeling at the moment, and being able to, I don't know, kind of escape it to a certain extent, and then go streaming with these people who are just happy to hang out with you and, like, watch you play this game or chat with you or whatever. It really is an absolute lifesaver. So I completely get it. It's like, that's so fucking real. Toma, another VTuber. Connection part, really, getting to meet lovely people all over the world, getting an opportunity to entertain them, talk to them, sing for them. Those things mean everything to me. I get that. I never used to feel that way, but that's, like, similar to me as well, right? Like, the connections. That's not how I ever used to feel, but I do now. Like, I love making people laugh. Like, I always liked making people laugh, but I didn't really care about making, like, deeper connections. Where now I actually care about deeper connections and making people laugh and, like, making people happier and stuff. Because before, I didn't give a shit about making people happy. I like to make them laugh, but I didn't really care outside of that. So I wanted to be seen as funny. And now, like, I care more than just that, which is nice. Evelyn, another VTuber. My community. Even the most difficult days, they manage to make me smile and laugh. So I'll impatiently wait all day to start streaming so I can spend some time with them. Girl, just do a gorilla stream instead of being impatient. Just do a gorilla stream. Fuck it. If you have time, go for it, bro. Why not? I say as though I haven't done them in a while. Smile. I'll get back on it though, because I am feeling better. Yippee. But yeah, I get that. It's nice to be able to, like, have a cozy community. I'm glad that, like, I would obviously love to grow and become a bigger streamer and stuff, because that just makes life easier for me in general. It means I have more opportunities to do more things, which would be more fun for you guys and more fun for me. But, you know, I don't always have access to that kind of stuff. So it is what it is. What are you gonna do? But I'm very happy with the community we do have, because it does make me happy. Same as what Evelyn just said. Like, it really is just, like, it's a nice source of happiness and, like, a place where I can go and just be like, man, that's awesome. I'm gonna have a good day now. Yippee. Like, even when I'm tired, like, maybe I'll have, like, a shorter stream if I'm tired, but, like, even then I'll still, like, enjoy myself, so that's pretty cool. Fucking Azaria being a little glazer, bro. You wanna hold hands? Yeah. Fucking glazer. Glazing purple woman. Oh my god, look, it's Sova and Kimmy on the big screen. Look at that. Meeting friends and having so many memories together, manifesting more IRL meetups. True! True! It's also just really nice to have content live or otherwise put in the background at work. Just doing life makes me feel a lot less alone. That's really sweet. I'm really glad, like this in particular, I'm really glad about, because I'm glad that I can be that background thing, you know? Like, I mean, I feel like a lot of people want to have that super active chat. Like, and obviously I would like to have an active chat too, right? I would obviously like to have an active chat where I can, like, talk to you guys and interact, and because it makes it easier to interact, right? If people are actively talking and chat a lot and, like, saying things, it's easier for me to react and, like, talk instead of just trying to come up with everything on my own. But you know, I'm incredibly grateful that, and honestly, I kind of really like it that there's a lot of people who do watch my content who will put me on in the background when they're doing something else, because that just kind of feels kind of special in a way, because yes, you're not giving me your full attention, you're not, like, fully paying attention to what I'm doing or whatever, but the idea that, like, when you're working on something difficult or something that you're just trying to get through your day, like you're having a hard day or you're it's a long day and you decide, you know what would help and like pick up my spirits a bit or like make this easier, I'm gonna go listen to a Kohaku stream. That is like so fucking sweet and nice. That's such a nice thing to think about, is that like when you're having a bad day or you're trying to get through your day, you come and like listen to me yap and it's like, oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Aw. And yeah, I 100% meeting friends. I've met so many people because of VTubing and like IRL stuff, so I'm really happy. Watching while cooking. Yuppie. And Kimby. Appreciate you here. Thank you. I appreciate that as well. I appreciate you saying that. Community has allowed me to meet and make friends with people I might have never met otherwise. Very true. Very true. I'm truly thankful for that. My friends inspire me, motivate me, and fill me with lots of whimsy laughs. Yippee! Let's go to space and time. My life when I really needed it. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I mean, I kind of like came across it earlier in my life, like pretty early, like when I was still in school. So, but when COVID hit, it definitely was like a really kind of lock-in moment for me, where if I didn't have this in my life, I don't know what I would have been doing during COVID at all. Like I'd have no fucking idea. So I'm glad that I found it when I did as well. Why'd I put my cat back on my drink? Throwing. Nando. Meeting all kinds of amazing people from all over the world. True. I casually chat with VTuber peers that admire so valuably me. Yeah, I agree. I like agree with that as well. Not only do you get to like talk to different viewers from all over the world when you're just doing your chatting streams and stuff, but getting to meet other creators is also a lot of fun, because the VTubing community has expanded so vastly at this point, where you can have people from anywhere in the world, from all different backgrounds and experiences. You can have people that are young, just entering the workforce for the first time, people who've been working for decades, people who are doctors, people who are lawyers, people who are in like, you know, all these different trades. And it's so interesting and curious to be able to just like talk to all these different people from completely different backgrounds, from completely different places you would never ever get a chance to meet otherwise, all connected by this core thing. It's really cool. All the friends I made. Yeah, a lot of the things are definitely like the friendships that have been made, which is really cool. I'm really glad that a lot of fans of VTubers, not even just my viewers, but like just viewers of VTubers in general, were able to find a common connection through that and make more friends. Because obviously you don't have to be friends just about VTubers, or oh, just because our Oshis are the same, you have to be friends, whatever, right? But to be able to like meet each other through this and then discover other things that you have in common that you like, things you want to talk about, and then becoming truly friends, that's such an amazing thing. Motivate you to work harder. Making connections. Yeah, for sure. Grateful, given a creative outlet. Darkest days. Yeah. I think a lot of people do definitely suffer when it comes to mental strains on them, right? Stress, depression, all that kind of stuff. 100%. And having that outlet, like a creative outlet in general, is so valuable. So I'm glad that a lot of people can find solace in, or like happiness, I guess, in VTubing as a creator. A rat on the big screen. Beating my friends. Yup. I think that's like the same. All the Hyouma Court are all very happy just to have met each other. Freak Max. Kyoshi on the big screen. Grateful about VTubers making new connections. Very grateful. General. Okay. Wholesome, friendly. True. Yeah, I think a lot of them are like the general same feeling. A lot of it is a very general same feeling of just being able to find a community that you can interact with and enjoy, right? Where you can just connect to people and, I don't know, meet new people that you wouldn't have met otherwise. I feel like a lot of, you know, you can deny it, you can agree with it. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, it's my take, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be factual. It's just my take on things. A lot of people in this day and age, especially after COVID, are fucking lonely, man. A lot of people are lonely. Despite there being millions of billions of people in the world, you can still be lonely. So being able to find a community where you can make those connections and not be as lonely is like such a valuable thing, in my opinion. So I'm really glad that VTubing and VTubers can kind of be that bridge for a lot of people. Makes me really happy. I mean, when I personally do it, it makes me even happier, but just in general, knowing it's happening is good. Ivan on the big screen. more an artist thing, but I enjoy being able to go into streams or VODs simultaneously, getting a reference for the character and entertainment. That's cool. That's a cool idea. You get to watch the stream and actively, you know, enjoy their content at the same time. It's kind of a cool idea to like be drawing somebody while watching their stream too. Kind of cool. Urban on the big screen. I was thankful I've been able to meet so many people. Experience with it, but never traded or anything. Wish I started sooner. I get you. I wish I started like taking it seriously sooner, or like I knew what I did now sooner, because I didn't really like. It took me a long time to build up the knowledge I have over years, right? And that's just called experience. What are you gonna do? I wish I had the knowledge that I had now, and I wish I had the drive that I had originally, like the energy and stuff of when I first started streaming, like now. Or I had all this knowledge now. So either I'd want all the energy and stuff I had when I first started, and the passion and like the push and like the not being so tired and being able to stream like enormous amounts of hours a day like I did originally, or with this knowledge, or like vice versa. I get you. Good community, big or small. Yep. Like-minded. This is me on the big screen. So my interest. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I'm pursuing other hobbies. Cool. Yeah. I think that's a nice thing too, like hobbies. The VTuber community has a lot of creative hobbies within it, which is a really cool thing in my opinion. So being able to like find people with a similar passion isn't far-fetched at all. Like especially if it's a more niche artistic thing or a more niche hobby. Like for example, when I was at the con, I saw somebody with some art they made through wood burning, which is kind of fucking crazy. Like that's such a unique thing, right? And then I met someone else who did, oh, fuck, what was it? It was, oh yeah, I met somebody who makes records that like works with VTubers to make vinyl records of their covers or like of their original songs. And like, it's just something they're passionate about, is making art with records and like preserving it in that way or through vinyls. And it's like such an interesting thing. Like that's so curious to me. Like that's such a interesting, like, I don't know, like a hobby, I guess, right? They turned it into a job, which is cool, but like it's such a cool hobby to get interested in. That's like, it's so niche, but you can definitely find other people like that. That's sick. Yeah. I was talking to a guy who had been like doing them. That was like one of the heads of like a company for it. So I got introduced through, I was talking to Maiko, and he was talking with him at the time, and then they introduced me. Cat. I'm happy that my friends are the fandom. Belonging. Yep. VTuber fandom. I really enjoy all new friends. That's awesome. Yippee! I'm glad you're enjoying it. Me too. I'm really glad I got to meet the people I have. Yeah, Mello. Means the community itself. Yep. I feel like so many people just have the same feeling about it, which is nice. The whole community rather than doing it alone. Making people, love meeting people. Yeah. Toki. Ube. Is it Ube? Ube Goob. You're for all the talented people, share their wisdom and knowledge. Yeah, it's really interesting. There's so many like people who have such deep knowledge in random ass topics and subjects, not only relating to VTubers, but just things in general, which makes it really fun just to talk and meet new people. Connections. Yep. And welcome community. It's really cool to see. Yeah, exactly. Be normie boring. So since the community belonging is wonderful. I totally agree with that, dude. My life is like so... my community, or not my community, my actual life is usually pretty fucking boring. Like I live in a tiny town and I just chill. Like I don't do anything special. I don't have like some special crazy stories to tell you ever, because there really isn't any. I have like a special story like maybe every few months when I go to a con. Otherwise I'm just chilling, right? I don't really have a lot to talk about. My life is not exciting, but it's very satisfying, if that makes sense. I don't need to have like some crazy exciting life. I'm very satisfied with how I am and like how I'm living my life. So like I'm very happy with it personally. I'm very pleased with how my life is. But I do agree with the fact of like, you know, it's nice to have the VTuber community around and like read about other people's experience and fun things they're doing. Because like at any point in time, somebody's doing something fun and doing something crazy you can read about and like kind of vicariously enjoy through them, which is cool. Hey people, my heart help me pick up cosplay. Oh nice, cosplay's cool. I agree. Oh, adobo on screen. Deeper thing, I like being able to see people pursue something they're passionate about. So real. Gaming is more singing, art. Yeah. Whenever people are like passionate about something, not even just like in a creative sense, like Adobo listed, but in like a knowledge sense too. Like if you're really passionate about like studying something, like say you're really passionate about paleontology, just the generalization of paleontology, because there are obviously specifications, but I mean just in general, say you're like really interested in fossils and you're really knowledgeable about that. It's really fucking cool, in my opinion, to listen to somebody talk about something that they're passionate about. Even if I personally don't really care, even if I don't personally like have an interest in paleontology, to be able to listen to somebody who is so fucking passionate and well-read on it, talk about it and explain it to me, is so joyous and fun. It's why I love watching like YouTube documentaries, bro. It's why I love those so fucking much. I absolutely love those. So it's awesome to get to like, you know, enjoy those and like listen to that kind of stuff. So I fully agree with that. I like fucking Nuke. I like my friends and Oshis, even if I know that them all in rage baiting. All right, dude. Don't you have like a wife to grovel at the feet of? Like, come on, dude. Oh, something in JP. I got auto translated. I'll translate it properly myself instead. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Interesting. I wonder how this found their channel, because they don't follow me or anything. Haishinchu. They're live right now. Netflix de Haishinchu. Something. My little shits. Oh, look who it is. Hold on. Become blue, you little shit. Speaking of shits. There you go. Hi, Oshiriko. How are you, my Oshi Rico channel? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Get in more concerts. Be in more concerts, please. On cons, I'm going to, so I can cheer you on and like scream, "That's my Oshi!" to embarrass you and like take a video of it. Kinds of artists. That's my talented people in the community. Yeah, for real, dude. I'll be embarrassed. Good. I do it to my friends when I'm sitting next to them. I have a story where I went to a con and there was a VTuber like concert. Let me sip my water. And it was a VTuber concert. Like the mug. It's a cute mug. It's a really nice mug. There's only 11 days left to pre-order, by the way. 11 days and like 8 hours now, or like 9 hours left of orders. So it closes after that. I'll put out an extra post when it's down to like 10 days only. I'm just happy to have merch of like my second outfit, honestly. But anyway, I went to a VTuber concert like probably like 3 or 4 years ago. At a convention, at an anime convention, and kind of all the VTubers and VTuber adjacent friends all like piled into like the one far side of the room, like all together in like a little hive. And then whenever we saw somebody we knew on screen, like for example, the one example I like to give because it was really fucking funny was me and my friend Gucci, which you might know Gucci. I'm name dropping him, but you might have heard of Gucci in the community. He's a really nice guy. He works really hard to help VTubers like moderate and stuff. And he also works with Oshi Bar, who runs a lot of events at conventions now as well. He and I were sitting on either side of a VTuber friend who was in the concert. And when that VTuber friend's part came up, we're like, yeah! Woo! Yeah! We're like screaming, "That's my Yoshi! Yeah!" And they were just sitting there like, shut up, shut up, shut up. And they just put their hands on their face. Like they just covered their face with their hands and just like were curling into a little like ball and field position. Like, stop, 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 stop. It was so funny. They were so embarrassed. And all of our friends around us started cheering too because we started yelling. So all the friends around started yelling too. So from one side of the room, it's just all of us screaming like fucking apes that they're our Oshi. And the friend turned red as a fucking beet. It was so cute. It was so funny. And then myself and Gucci also, during one of our other friends' performances, it was like an idol song from Love Live. So we got up with glow sticks and like did a run, like did like a little run around the room with our glow sticks, like hyping people up going, "Hi, hi, hi." And we like jogged around the entire fucking audience room while everyone was in their seats. And then we all like, people got up and jogged around with us. Other people with glow sticks also got up and jogged around with us. And we all stood in like the middle at the front and started like waving our glow sticks in front of the screen and stuff. It was really fun. It was very hype. We like doing that to our friends. We like embarrassing our friends by hyping them up. Yum, 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 yum. Jesus Christ, this is so not fucking translated properly. Let me translate it all, because God forbid I know how to read kanji properly. What is this? So, things you're grateful about. He's like, subscribers. When people give me high ratings. People watching my streams. Commenting on streams. Brother. I think it means in general also doing those things. Not just to himself, but to others as well. He really likes when people like not only talking about himself in general, but I get that. Like a lot of people do like talking about themselves. I feel like that's like normal, is to enjoy talking about yourself, even if it's like a mundane thing. Excuse me. So I get that. Yayuko. Yayuko's so sweet. Yayuko is such a sweetheart. Yayuko is probably my longest following viewer. They've been following me since I first started. They started following me before I started VTubing, before I started streaming. I think they followed me first in like 2017, 2018, before I was even streaming. But when I was like appearing on VTuber streams in the like PUBG on like JP servers and stuff. And then when I started streaming in on YouTube in Japanese, they were one of the people that always showed up despite my broken ass Japanese to get better at English. So real, so real. I like how Troy for some reason always gets flagged as spam. I think Troy also didn't read the full question. Troy shakes my finger at you. What's the actual history of VTubers? Who and what would be the architect of VTubers before it was called that? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people that say it would be like Kisna-ai, or like the originators are like the big four. Like Kisna-ai, Kaguya Luna, is Shiro considered a part of it? Shiro? And then, I can't think of her name, the blonde girl, who was also concerts, whose name is slipping my head at the moment. It's a big four. I think there's like a big five now too, because they included the little pink indie VTuber, the Bobby Niku, pink VTuber indie, because they were like huge as well. They counted them as that, and added them to the big five or something. As the originators. Didn't read the question right, but I answered it anyway. Hehe. Yeah. But really cool. I was really glad that I asked this. I got a lot of like just really good vibe answers of people just saying like, yeah, dude, I'm just so thankful for the community and like getting to meet people. Fucking awesome. Yippee! Yay! The originator? Yeah, she's definitely one of the big ones. She definitely popularized it. I wouldn't say she was the first, but she definitely popularized it. Because my first... I've talked about it before, dude. My first ever Oshi... Hold on, let me find them. My first ever Oshi graduated in... in 2018. That's how you know I've been around for a long time. My first ever Oshi graduated in 2018. Yep. That's how you know I've been around for a long time. Let me recenter myself. Bum 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 ba da dum ba da dum ba da da da. They did also re-debut as like an indie, which is cool, but yeah. It was sad. They, like, my first ever Oshi was the one who dubbed me with the name of Kanada Niki, and was one of the main reasons and main inspirations for me to become a VTuber. And then also, they are one of the reasons I got so well known in the, like, Japanese VTuber, like, PUBG sphere, was because of them. Name is Oinari Kuromu. They were from Nanashi Inc. or Animare. Yeah, they debuted and also graduated in 2018. It's back? Yeah, Kizunai is back. But yeah, I loved Oinari. She was like, she had like a certain voice It was like something about her voice I couldn't get enough of. I loved the way her voice sounded, and then she was just really funny as well. And then she also played all the games I liked, so I just fucked with her content a lot. And she was my first ever Oshi, which got me into VTubing. Then I started like watching more VTubers. Yeah. So she was my big like reason. Alrighty. Well, we have successfully talked about all the things I want to talk about. Yippee! We did a just chatting stream, guys. Isn't that crazy? Wowza. We never do those. Let me change this picture to my schedule real quick. Go. Oh no. Yeah, prefer day. Yup. That's my birthday. You hate me. What? When was your birthday, Lily? When was it? What day was it? What day was it? What day was it? You prefer day? Yeah. I don't usually do just yapping streams unless it's like Power Wash. May 2nd? Alright, everybody. You know what time it is. If there's a birthday in chat, you know what time it is. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lily. Happy birthday to you. Yippee! Thank you for letting me know. I like being able to sing happy birthday to people, so thank you. Yippee! Yeah, yippee, yippee, yeah, yippee, yippee, yeah. Thank you. Happy birthdays in chat. Happy birthdays in chat. Oh yeah. Awesome. So, for our schedule this week, a little bit short, obviously, because we are not streaming a lot this week. But tomorrow, I felt like playing some Dead by Daylight, because we haven't played that in a few days, or a few weeks rather, months even at this point. So I'm playing some DBD. Have some fun with that at our regular time at noon EST. Can you make this bigger? I don't know. There you go. And then on Friday, we will be playing the promised rage game, which is going to be Trees Hate You. One of the rewards from the birthday donathon was a rage game, and I decided I really wanted to play the Trees Hate You game because it looks like a lot of fun. Looks so fun. Where's Blood Moon? Oh yeah, good luck, good luck. I really wanted to play it because it looks funny and silly, and I thought it'd be fun, and I know I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. So that'll be on Friday. On Saturday, I felt like just doing a chill stream instead of like a members gaming stream. Because it is my first, like, it is me just getting back into the rhythm of things, and then next week we will do a members gaming stream. So on Saturday, we're bringing back Uma Musume for a day. We'll just train some like S+ SS Umas, some like high tier Umas. Try to get some good PvP babies and just hang out for a little bit. Just do some yappage while we do that and watch me rage whenever I low roll on every single fucking option. Yeah, that's the plan for the week. Sunday I'll take off as per usual, and then we'll have a new schedule for the week after. I do have some collabs planned next week, which is good. So you can look forward to those, but I won't tell you about them until like probably Saturday, and that way I can like, you know, tease you for what's gonna be going on next week. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out today. I had a lot of fun. Yeah. I had a good weekend. I had fun retelling the stories to you guys. Tree game? Nope, I didn't see spoilers. I mean, the only spoilers I saw was like my friends raging, and I can't remember where they were. I don't know where they were in the game. Like I said, I saw some people like rage, but I don't know anything about it. I'm just gonna like get crushed by trees and sob probably. So it'll be fun. I can't memorize that shit. I'm gonna get messed up, bro. It's gonna be awful. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun though, I think. Alrighty, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. We are gonna end. Make sure, if you haven't already, please do like the video. I would appreciate it. Code Hyoumi is 10% off for your GamerSupps purchase. And my merch is right there, pinned, the pinned comment. There's only about 11 days left to order it, pre-order it. Please do that if you are curious and interested in it. Thank you again for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Big love, big care. We are going to go ahead and raid into somebody now. We are going to... let's go raid Alicia. Hell yeah. She's doing a... she's doing like a rigging challenge, like a live 2D rigging challenge. That should be fun. I'll raid Alicia. Here's your raid message. There you go. Once it pops up there, you'll be able to copy paste it. I'm gonna eat out because I need to go get some lunch. I haven't eaten yet, other than like my tiny little breakfast to take my medicine. So I'm gonna head out. But thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. If you haven't already, please do stand up and stretch. Please take care of yourself. Drink some water, eat some food, sleep at a good time for the love of God, and, you know, clean your room. Fuck it, dude. Clean your goddamn room. Anyway. See you later. Bye.